me, Boetti's works are really unique and special because they are immediately beautiful and accessible to all. But then the more you engage with them, the more you're able to understand deeper meanings and you see a transformation happening in front of your eyes. Alighiero Boetti was one of the most brilliant and enigmatic conceptual artists of the last century. He was born in Turin in 1940. A number of the artists that will become known as the arte povera artists used to live in Turin during the 1960s. Boetti famously said that some of the best arte povera moments were hardware shop moments. And in fact, his first solo exhibition was mostly sourced from the hardware shop close to his studio. The vernici industriali, industrial paint, are made of a square board on which Boetti affixed prefabricated cork letters that spell out, in this case, the color Rosso Gilera, which refers to one of Italia's most famous motorcycle company, and the code of the color on which they were coated with. 1967 also marked the first appearance of the Dama series. The Dama is made of 100 by 100 blocks, which are divided in 10 by 10 grids. Each of these blocks has on its side a number of symbols. In closer look, we can understand that each of the symbols has its double next to it. And once the scheme is understood, the work moves from being a disordered group of symbols into an organized and ordered group of them. The mappas are known to be some of Boetti's most acclaimed works of art. The example in this collection, it's a very rare and large examples from 1979. During his various travels in the 70s to Kabul, Boetti really put together a group of trusted collaborators and very skilled Afghan weavers. Boetti would give precise direction on how to color some of the flags of the countries or the borders of the works, deciding the sentence within them, but leaving the weavers free to decide the color of the ocean, of the color of the borders. The 1970s and the collaboration with Kabul also introduced in Boetti's art his other major series, the arazzi, the embroideries. Each block is filled with a letter with alternating color, and each grid is filled with a sentence which Boetti selects from many of his interests in poetry or philosophies. The barrow works were really one of the first series where the artist really embraced the concept of collaboration. These are monochromatic ballpoint pen panels, each filled by different people. He really liked the surprise element, the various patterns created by each individual person. We see white commas almost dancing on the surface like musical notes. In looking at the work more carefully, we see the presence of the alphabet, and only after careful look we're able to associate each of the commas to the letter on the left to form the sentence Mettere al mondo il mondo, bringing the world into the world, which is also the title of the work and one of Boetti's most important concepts. The second part of the 70s also sees the introduction of other very important series of works, which really seem to have almost an autobiographical element to them. Boetti asked the help of Guido Fuga, which was a great friend and a famous graphic designer in Italy, to create the scheme of these planes flying in all directions, metaphorically showing Boetti's mind, which was working on so many things at the same time. The Tutta series seemed to encapsulate and summarize everything that Boetti achieved or investigated in his art up to that point. And they really highlight the everythingness of the human experience. They are also made in collaboration with the Afghan weavers. This particular work is from 1986. At first they look like abstract shapes and colors, but in approaching the work we start to depict precise objects. This colorful jigsaw composition are also a metaphor of Boetti's mind, always populated with objects, ideas, and concepts.
The crack of dawn in August, 3:30 a.m. His torso snug in a white woolen knit, his feet in a pair of sturdy hunting boots, his head covered by a picturesque battered brown felt hat. Monet pushes open the door, walks down the steps, follows the central path through his garden and comes to the river. There he unties his rowboat moored in the reeds along the bank and with a few strokes reaches the large punt at anchor which serves as his studio. For 2 summers, Claude Monet was captivated by the same secluded stretch of the River Seine. Here he trained his eye on the light cast upon the river as the sun rose, recording the elusive effects of the changing sky on the surrounding landscape. Known as the Matinée sur la Seine series, the 21 canvases that Monet created between 1896 and 1897 capture the enchanting tranquility of those early mornings. Tracing the sun as it passes over the scene from the first rays of light at dawn to its full brilliance at mid-morning, this extraordinary sequence of works was conceived as a connected series of canvases. It charts nuanced shifts in the atmosphere and the sweep of light across the landscape. Monet worked on many canvases at the same time, slotting them into the different grooves that lined his famous bateau atelier. As the light changed during the course of the morning, he quickly switched from one canvas to the next. Having already painted several such series, Monet had by this time perfected his techniques. As he sketched and painted a particular motif over and over again, he gained a deeper understanding of its essential nature. Monet explained, "Other painters paint a bridge, a house, a boat. I want to paint the air in which the bridge, the house and the boat are to be found, the beauty of the air around them. And that is nothing less than the impossible."
The more violently, more strongly you feel about life, the more strongly you must be aware of death.
A rare and seminal masterpiece that stands among Francis Bacon's most poignant paintings, Landscape near Malabata, Tangier, is a powerful and passionate memorial to his great love, Peter Lacy. Painted in London in 1963, the year after Lacy's tragic death in Tangier, the artwork depicts the landscape where he was laid to rest. Bacon described Lacy as the only man he had ever loved. The pair had first met in Soho in 1952, and their relationship was fueled by a turbulent mixture of passion and violence.
If you're in love with somebody, how can you cut your flesh open and join it with the other person? It's an impossibility to do.
The complex, fragile feelings that Bacon and Lacy shared for one another wrote their way into the artist's practice. During the 1950s, Lacy featured in some of his most groundbreaking paintings. Here, the artist pays tribute to their relationship in a singular image of grief, desire, and longing. Two shadowy forms orbit a luminous elliptical vortex, bound together by the sweeping gestural motion of Bacon's brush, preempting his groundbreaking series of bullfight paintings. The work flickers with memories of his own visual archives. The lower figure is derived from a photograph depicting an owl wrestling a snake. The work was previously owned by the celebrated author Roald Dahl, who purchased a number of masterworks by Bacon, including the landmark 3 Studies for a Portrait of George Dyer. Dahl said, "All I can tell you about the work of Francis Bacon is that it stirs and excites me emotionally. This is surely how the work of any painter should be judged. It is also one of the artist's most prominently exhibited paintings, having featured in almost all of his major retrospectives in 27 cities worldwide. Closely related to Bacon's Van Gogh-inspired paintings of the previous decade, the work is an extraordinary portrait of love and loss, capturing the inevitable circularity that eventually returns flesh to earth.
Two nude figures drift through a tangled web of stylized blues. A Los Angeles swimming pool pulsates with the thrill of a new artistic vision. Unseen in public for more than 40 years, David Hockney's California is one of his first great swimming pool paintings, created after he visited America's West Coast in 1964. America loomed large in Hockney's imagination, a place of sunshine, promise, liberation and possibility. With the burdens of grey post-war England far behind him, he recalls the thrill of looking down from the plane to see blue swimming pools all over. He realized this utopian place had never been represented in art and called himself LA's Piranesi. Hockney studied the patterns of moving water and made his first great discoveries about illusion and perception. The land of his dreams came to life before his eyes. Hockney's nude bathers were symbols of this new Arcadia. They would eventually give way to his dapple portraits. David Hockney's California is a portrait of a fantasy come true, a sun-soaked dreamscape of a new chapter of life that announces the arrival of a master.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a warm welcome to Christie's for tonight's 20th and 21st Century Art Sale, which will be followed by the Art of the Surreal this evening. My name is Adrian Meyer, and I will be your auctioneer for the first part of the sale, followed by my colleague Yuge Wang. We're absolutely delighted to have you with us here tonight at King Street and following us online from across the world. These sales will include masterpieces by Monet, with his Matinée sur la Seine, which is on your right, with Francis Bacon's landscape near Malabata, David Hockney's California, which is behind you, and of course René Magritte's La Miatime, which is hung here amongst other highlights. On the eve of the International Women's Day, we are also delighted to celebrate our female auctioneers, and in particular, our first female auctioneer, Anke Adler-Slotke, who is with us here today. Anke began her remarkable career as an auctioneer in the early 1960s. You wouldn't believe it when you see her. And was the first woman to conduct auctions worldwide, speaking in German, French, English, and Italian. Christie's is particularly honored to honor Anke's pioneering spirit, and I would love it if you would join us in a round of applause to Anke, who is here in red. You have a standing ovation from all your colleagues. Thank you, Anke, for being with us. Emily Younger is my other colleague who will be following the sale this evening from the West Room and taking bids. Emily, good evening. Can you hear us tonight?
In the West Room?
Yes. Hi, Emily. And now, before we begin, please note the following sale room notices. The purchase price payable is the sum of the final bid plus the buyer's premium and all applicable sales taxes. Bidders should note that the auctioneer may open the bidding on any lot below the reserve by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. I, as the auctioneer, may continue to bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve, either by placing consecutive bids or by placing bids in response to other bidders. Please note that each of lots 18, 26, 27, 28, and 29, which were marked with a circle symbol in the catalogue, have now been financed by a third party who will be bidding on the lot and may receive a financing fee from Christie's. In addition to those lots marked in the catalogue with the relevant symbols, each of lots 32, 34, 41, 47, 59, 67, 82, have a guarantee fully or partially financed by a third party who may be bidding on the lot and may receive a financing fee from Christie's. Please see the conditions of sale for further information. We shall move on to finally a few withdrawn lots, 4, 25, 37, 42, 45, and 55, and 69. All the others are here to be sold tonight. So good luck to all of you here at King Street and online and on the telephones with all my colleagues from across the globe who are with us for this special sale. We shall start right away with lot number 1, the Alison Cat, shown here on the screen. Snow globe. And let's start here at 30,000, 35,000 at 35. At 35,000, I have several telephones here. 30, 40,000 with you, madam. 45,000, way in the back, we'd like 50. 50,000, 55,000, 60,000, 65,000. At 65, it is with you, madam, way in the back at 65, against you online at 65,000. With a lady here, 70,000 with Catherine Arnold at 70,000. 75,000, back with you at 70, would you like 75? At 75,000, 80,000, 85,000. At 85, it is still with you, 90,000, 95,000. 100,000. 110,000, 120,000 in new place, at 130,000 now, at 130 against both of you, 140,000, at 140, one more, madam, at 150,000 now, at 150, still with you, madam, against the 3 telephones, 150, 160,000 now, with Tessa Lord in a new place, we'd like 170. At 160, are we sure? At 160,000, it is here with Tessa Lord, against you, Catherine, and Annabelle at 160,000. Are we sure, madam? At 160,000, then 170,000. At 180,000. at 180,000. It is here with Tessa. Annabelle, one more. Selling otherwise for 190,000. 200,000. At 200, it is still with you, Tessa, and selling for $200,000. Fair warning. Last chance, selling otherwise, one more, now or never, for £200,000. 210,000. And 20. No, at 220 then, still with you, Tessa, and selling for $220,000 at 220. Sold to paddle 882. The Daniel Richter, lot number 2. And we should start here at 160, 70, 190,000 now, at 190,000, at 190,000, against you here at 190, at 190,000, at 200,000 with Dirk Bold, we'd like 220, madam. 220,000 with the lady here, 240,000, we'd like 260, 260,000 against both of you. At 260,000 with the lady here in the room. At 260,000, do you want 280, either of you. At 280,000 now. At 300,000 with Dirk Boll, chairman of Germany here. At 300,000, are we sure? At 300,000 with you, Dirk, against you, Christian. At 300,000 pounds. At 300, it is here with you. At 300,000 pounds. Selling to you, Dirk. Fair warning, Christian. Yes, no. At 300. Warum nicht? At 300, selling at 320,000. No, it is for you then, Christiane, at 320,000 pounds and selling at 320 to paddle 885. On to lot number 3, the Jade, shown here behind you, ladies and gentlemen, the superb picture, 2021. And interest, of course, a lot of interest, a lot of phones, and we should start at 280, 320,000, at 320,000, at 320,000 now. Who will come in first? 350,000 with Ellis de Hockney, of course, at 350,000. Head of private sales here in London at 350, 380,000, at 400,000 now. At 400,000 is back with Elise, at 400,000 against you here, at 400,000 and 20 with Nick Orchard, head of British Art Department, at 420,000, we're like 450 Elise, at 420,000 now. With you, Nick, at 420 against all of you here, at 450,000, welcome Tanbo, at 450, at 450,000. No, it is with you then, Tanbo, against you, Alice and Nick, specialist from Beijing, at 450,000, 480,000, against you online. Sorry, it's too late, but I'll take 500, at 480,000, a new place, 500,000 with you now online. Would you like 550? Either of you, at 500,000. It says with you online, welcome, at 500,000. At 500, it is with you, 550,000. At 550. 10 is that a bid? Yes? At 550. It is back here against 600,000 online. It's already online, but I'll take 650 if you want. From either of you. At 600, it is back with you at 600,000. At 600,000. Yes, 650,000. At 650. Back with Bo. At 650, one more. At 650, selling 700,000. At 700,000. Bo, one more. At 700, you'll try 720 perhaps, selling otherwise, 720. At 700,000, 720,000, 750, 750,000, and a new place with Christian Albu. At 750,000 on your new telephone now, against both of you, and against you online. At 750, would you like 780? At 750,000 with Christian Albu. 780,000 back with you, at 780 now. At 780, and against Lucian. At 780,000, it is here, Bo. 800,000. At 800,000. 820,000. At 820, one more. At 820,000, it is with you then. You're matching the Jade. Bon. 850,000, back with Christian. At 850 now. At 850 now. Any more? At 850. Have to hurry you. Selling then for 850, Beau. At 850, 880,000, 900,000 with, in a new place, Mr. Rotter, welcome. At 900,000 now, on a new telephone, against the 5 of you, and against you online, at 900,000. Who would like 950? At 900,000 now. At 900,000 pounds, against the 3 of you, and you, Beau, and Alice, at 900,000. Christian, 950,000. 1 million. At 1 million. One more. At 1 million, with Alex Rotter's telephone, and 50. Where's Stephanie? 1,100,000 now. At 1,000,001, still with you, Christian, against the 3 of you. Next is 1,150 or 1,2, Alex, if you want. At 1,000,001, it is with you now, against you, Stephanie. At 1,100,000, Beau. At 1,200,000 now. At 1,002,000. At 1,002,000. At 1,002,000. Any more? At 1,002,000. There are a few more lots to be sold. At 1,200,000. Selling otherwise at 1,002,000 against you, Beau, Alice, Claudia, Stephanie, Christian. Give me a hand. 1,250,000. At 1,250,000. Sicher? At 1,250,000 for you then, and selling, Stephanie, no more. At 1,250,000. Selling now. At 1,250,000. No. At 1,250,000, selling now to Christian's telephone. I don't hear these numbers, but I'll hear 1-3. At 1,250,000, with Christian's telephone, Beau, last chance, and selling for $1,250,000 pounds. At 1,250,000. Stephanie, give me a sign. At 1,250,000. Selling otherwise. Have to hurry you. At 1,250,000 for this fantastic Jade, and selling. Stephanie, I'm afraid we can't split and split and split. At 1,250,000, last chance. Try 1-3, selling otherwise to Christian's telephone at 1,250,000. Total 80.03. Superb price at 1,250,000. Thank you, Christian. On to lot number 5, the Tracy Emin love poem, lot number 5, shown here on the screen. And let's start here at 150, 560, 570 at 170,000. 175 with you, Catherine, at 175,000, 180,000 now. And 85, 185,000. No, it's back with Catherine at 185,000. At 185, and I can sell it for 185,000 against you here at 185,000. Fair warning at 185,000. Fair warning to the rest of the room for the Tracy Emin at 185,000. Last chance online at 185,000 pounds. Sold to paddle 80.09. The Agnes Martin, lot 6. And let's start here at 1,500,678 at 1,800,000, 1,900,000 with Claudia Church here at 1,900,000. At 1,900,000 pounds, 2 million, of course, at 2 million. At 2,200,000. Back with Claudia, against you in the room, at 2,200,000 now. At 2,200,000, it is for you now, at 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. And selling to Claudia's telephone for 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000 coming in, selling otherwise to Claudia's telephone. 2,300,000 in a new place with Catherine Arnold. At 2,300,000. No, out. For you then. And selling for 2,300,000 to Catherine's telephone at £2,300,000, sold to paddle 818. And to lot 7 for this beautiful Lynette, shown here on the stage with Teddy and George. Thank you. And let's start here at £400,000 and 20, 450,000, 480,000, 500,000. Welcome, Yuge, at 500,000. With Yuge, at 500,000 from a client advisory department here in London, at 500, at 500,000. It is here with the first day, 550,000, with Mariolina Bassetti, chairman of Christie's in Italy. Welcome, Mario. At 550, 600,000 in new place now, at 600 against both of you, at 600,000, and 50. At 650 now. For the Lynette? No, thank you. At 650. Catherine, Sarah? 680,000. At 680. Would you like 700, Mario? Selling otherwise? Thank you to Catherine for £680,000, selling the Lynette for 680 to paddle 8005. Lot number 8. It's fairly beautiful early Van Gogh, influenced by the pouring Song of the Shirt, shown here. Thank you, Eva. And let's start here at 1,400,000, 1,500,000, 1,600,000 pounds, 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, at 1,700,000 for the Van Gogh, at 1,700,000, at 1,800,000. Welcome, Rebecca. With Rebecca Young at 1,800,000 pounds, chairman of Christie's in Shanghai, at 1,800,000, 1,900,000 now, at 1,900,000, 2 million. No? At 2 million, back with you, Rebecca, at 2 million for the Van Gogh, against you in the front, at 2 million pounds, and selling, no, for 2 million pounds, with you then, at 2 million pounds against all of you here, for 2 million, fair warning online, at 2 million pounds, selling the Van Gogh to Rebecca Young for 2 million pounds, sold to you, paddle 853. Lot 9, the Liu Ye, girl with toy bricks, shown on the screen and here on the stage. And let's start here at 700,000 and 50, 800,000 pounds and 50, at 850,000, at 850,000 pounds, at 850,000 now, at 850. Against you, Francis, at 850,000, 900,000, of course, at 900 now, at 950, at 950. One more, at 950. No, at 950, then against the telephones here, at 950, Berthold, 1 million, welcome, sir, at 1 million pounds now, it's against you, it's in the room with the gentleman, at 1 million pounds, at 1 million. We're going to sell it at 1 million pounds with the gentleman here for 1 million pounds. Last chance, everyone else, at 1 million. I think it's yours. Congratulations, paddle 195. Lot 10, ladies and gentlemen, the superb Javlensky, shown here on your left, magnificent early work of 1912, which the first owner was Galka Shire, and which was then since owned by the same family for over half a century. Beautiful work. And let's start here at 2,800,000, 3 million, 3,200,000, at 3,500,000 with Keith Gill, the head of department here in London, at 3,500,000. At 3,500,000, at 3,500,000, it is here with you, Keith, at 3,800,000 now, at 3,800,000, at 3,800,000, at 3,900,000, it's back with Keith Gill, at 3,900,000, what shall we do? At 3,900,000, no, it's with Keith Gill here on the telephone, against you, at 3,900,000, with Keith, and selling then, for 3,900,000 pounds against you all in the room at 3,900,000. Congratulations, paddle 7001. On to lot 11. Lot 11, the large Delaunay, which is also was owned by the same family since it was painted until today. And for this beautiful work, we start here at 500,000, at 50, 650, at 650,000, at 650, at 650,000, 700,000, of course, and 50, at 750 now, at 750,000. One more, at 750, at 750 only. It's against you, Renato and Cian, at 750, at 750, at 750,000, 800,000, no, it's with Elise now, at 800,000. And 50, at 850, at 900,000, no, with you then, at 900, with Alice de Hockmorel, fair winning to the room, and selling for 900,000 pounds. Last chance in the room at 900,000. Sold to paddle 805. The Bridget Riley, shown here, lot 12. And let's start here at 300,000 pounds, 320,000, at 320,000 pounds, at 320, at 320,000, ahead of you here in the room, at 320,000 pounds. At 320, at 320,000. It's against the telephones for 350,000, of course, at 350 now. At 350,000, 380,000. One more, at 380, at 380. For the Riley, it's ahead of you online and in the room for 380,000 pounds. Phil, it's against you at 380,000 pounds. Last chance at 380, at 380 then. Is a pass. On to lot 13 for the Lucian Freud. Beautiful early work here, right in the village. And let's start here at 220, 250,000 now, at 250,000, at 280,000 with Tessa Lord, at 280. It is here with you at 280,000. At 280,000 pounds with Tessa Lord's telephone, at 300,000. At 300 now, and 20. No, at 320 then, with you, Tessa. At 320, and selling the Freud to Tessa's telephone for 320,000 pounds, going to you to paddle 8017. Lot 14, the Michael Andrews coming from the late Catherine Wills and Ditchley Charity Foundation for the superb work shown here on the screen, 1978, for 4 decades in the same collection. And let's start here at 1,001,000, 1,002,000, 1,300,000, at 1,400,000 with Catherine Arnold here, at 1,400,000, at 1,400,000 against all of you, 1,500,000, 1,550, at 1,550 now, at 1,550, 1,600,000 in new place, back with Nick, at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. 165. And 50. 107. At 1,700,000. It is here. One more. At 1,700,000. It is for you, Nick, and selling at 1,700,000. Sold 17. Sorry. With the hammer? Mr. Thank God you have Nick Finch next to me. You know, at 1,750,000. Nick, please, apologies to your client, but 1,800,000. At 1,800,000. And 50. 1,900,000. And 50. 2 million. 2,000,001. 2,002. 2,003. Thank you, Nick. It is for you, Will. Phil, and then selling at 2,300,000 with Phil Holly's telephone. Last chance, Nick, at 2,350,000. Would you like 2,400,000, Phil? It's at 2,350,000 now. 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. You could try one more. Selling otherwise. At 2,500,000. Would you like 2,600,000, Phil? At 2,500,000 and 50. At 2,550,000, it is for you, Phil, this time. I think it is yours, and selling for £2,550,000, going away to Phil's telephone at 2,550,000. We're out at 2,550,000. It is for you. Paddle 881. Lot 15. Ladies and gentlemen, the superb Monet shown here on your right, which has been in the same collection for decades. Half of which of this series are now in museums, including the Met, the Musée d'Orsay, and the Art Institute in Chicago. And we should start here at £8 million, £8,500,000, 9 million, at 9,500,000, 10 million with you, Sian, at 10 million with the first telephone, at £10 million with Sian Chutko here from the New York department, at £10 million. At 10 million, it is here with the first telephone. At 10 million, 11 million, 12 million, at 12 million now. Back with Sian Chutko at £12 million for the matinee with the first telephone. At £12 million, it is here with you for now. At 12 million, at £12 million. With Sian Chutko's telephone against you here. At £12 million. Any more? At £12 million against you here up front and in the back and on the other telephones. Giovanna? No, at £12 million. With you, Sian, at £12 million.
12.2, sir.
At 12 million with Sian, it is for you for now at 12 million. Last chance. At 12,250,000 in a new place with Alex Rotter. I guess £50,000 is still something. Thank you, Alex. At 12,250,000. Would you like 12,500,000? Sian would be the next bid. At 12,250,000 now. At 12,250,000. It is now with Alex Rotter's telephone. It's still time. Selling otherwise, Sian. Give me a sign. At 12,250,000. Sian. No, at 12,250,000, it is for you. And selling, last chance, Sian. I'm letting it go at £12,250,000. Fair warning, going away. It is for you. Thank you, Alex. To pal 880. On to lot 16, this beautiful little Giacometti lifetime sculpture, figure un petite, beautiful patina. And let's start you at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000, at 1,500,000 right away with Keith Gale, at 1,500,000 now, at 1,600,000, at 1,600,000 now, at 1,600,000, at 1,600,000, and 50, at 1,650,000, 1,700,000 in new place with Michel, at 1,700,000 now. At 1,700,000, thank you, Keith. With you, Michel, for now. At 1,700,000 against all of you in the room. At 1,700,000 for the Giacometti. At 1,800,000, welcome, madam. At 1,800,000 now, with a lady in the room at 1,800,000. Would you like 1,900,000, Michel? 1,900,000. Would you like 2? At 1,900,000. 2 million. At 2 million. At 2 million with the lady now, back in the room, 2,200,000. $2,400,000. 2 million, try 2,600,000 at 2,400,000. With the lady here in the room at 2,400,000, 2,600,000. at 2,000,006. Would you like 2.8? At 2,000,006, we just refused a split bid, so let's try 2.8. At 2,600,000, to be fair, 2.8. At 2,006,000, it is here on the telephone. At 2,006,000, madam, 2,800,000. At 2,008,000 now. It's back in the room at 2,008,000. At 2,800,000. For the Giacometti, at 2,008,000. And it's still with the lady here. Michelle? No, it is for you, madam. I think it's yours. At £2,800,000. Fair warning to the rest of the room. At 2.8, at 2,008,000. Congratulations, paddle 134. Lot 17, ladies and gentlemen. This magnificent bacon shown here on your right. Landscape near Malabata in Tangier. An homage to Peter Lacey, and which has been famously exhibited in over 20 exhibitions across the world. And for the bacon, we should start here at £10 million, at £10 million, £11 million now, at £11 million, £12 million, at £12 million, £13 million with Catherine Arnold, the head of the department here, at £13 million, of course, at £13 million with the first telephone, at £13 million now, at 14 million, at 15 million now, at 15 million, 500,000 with Alessandro Di Tavelli, at 15 million, 500,000 now, at 15 million 5, it is here with you with a new telephone, at 15 million, 500,000. At 16 million, welcome sir, in the room now, at 16 with the connoisseur, at 16 against both of you. At 16 million against both of you in a new place, at 16 million pounds, at 16. Anyone else at 16 million pounds? At 16 million pounds. It is here in the room against you in the room, in the round. At 6 million pounds, still with you. At 16 million, Alessandro, it's still time. Selling otherwise, so the gentleman here, for 16 million pounds, fair warning to the rest of the room and online. 16 million pounds, try 5, Patrick. At 16 million pounds, still with you against 2 telephones, potentially 3, at 16 million pounds. It is here, against you in the back, at 16 million pounds, at 16 million, still with you. Thank you for your patience. Selling otherwise, at 16 million, coming back, at 16 million, it is here. 16,200,000, we'd like 16.5 at 16,200,000 in a new place. Yes, sir. 16,500,000 now at 16,500,000. Would you like 16.8, Patrick? At 16,500,000, it is still with the gentleman here against the 3 telephones now. At 16,500,000. At 16,600,000, we'd like 16.7. 16,700,000. At 16,700,000, still with you, and against the 3 of you. At 16,700,000, with the gentleman here, Patrick, Alessandro. Going to sell it otherwise. 16,800,000 in a new place. At 16,800,000, would you like 16.9? Are we sure? At 16,800,000, welcome back. At 16,800,000. In a new place. Against you, sir, and 3 telephones now, with you, at 16,800,000. At 16,800,000 then, it is for you against the rest of the room, and selling for 16,800,000 pounds. Fair warning, last chance, at 16,800,000, gonna have to sell it at some point, at 16,800,000 pounds. Last chance to everyone, at 16,800,000. It is for you, sir. Congratulations, paddle 195. The Lucian Freud, lot 18, Portrait of Kai. The same collection since it was painted. Thank you. Shown here in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. And let's start here at 2,500,000, 2,800,000, 3 million, at 3 million, at 3 million pounds now, at 3,200,000 with Phil Harley, of course, at 3,200,000, at 3,200,000 at first telephone, at 3,500,000, of course, at 3,500,000 now, at 3,500,000, 3,800,000, Utah. No, at 3,800,000, then back with you, at 3,800,000 against you up front, at 3,800,000 pounds. This year with you, Phil, and selling otherwise for 3,800,000 pounds. Last chance in the room for the Freud at 3,800,000 pounds for you at 3,800,000. Last chance, everyone, at 3,800,000. It is for you. Paddle 825. Lot 19, the Degas Pastel. Beautiful work shown here. And let's start here at 700,000 pounds, at 700,000, 750,000 now, at 750, 800,000, of course, and 50. At 850, it's against you, Jill. At 850. At 850, it's against you, Jill. At 850,000 now. For the Degas, no more. At 850,000 pounds, last chance in the room. For 850,000 for the Degas. Any advance? Fair winning online at 850,000 pounds. Is a pass. On to lot 20. Lot 20, the Henry Moore bronze, shown on the screen. And let's start here at 800,050, 900,050, at 950,000 now, at 950, at 950, at 950. Again, several telephones at 950, at 950,000. At 1 million in the first place, way in the back, welcome. At 1 million, with you, madam, at 1 million. At 1 million pounds now, at 1,100,000, at 1,000,001 now. At 1,200,000, back with you, madam, at 1,200,000. No, Bertold? At 1,200,000 then, back with you in the back at 1,200,000, with the lady at 1,200,000. It is with the lady for now in the back at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, back with Catherine now at 1,300,000, 1,400,000. At 1,400,000, still with you, madam, against you, Catherine, at 1,400,000. At 1,400,000, Catherine. At 1,400,000. With you, madam. 1,500,000. 1,600,000. 1,700,000. 1,800,000. 1,900,000. 2 million. Are you sure? At 2 million then. It is here, with you, madam, still in the back. For 2 million pounds. At 2 million. With the lady. 2,100,000 in a new place. At 2,000,001 with Christian Albu. Would you like 2,2, madam? 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. Back with you. At 2,200,000. Would you like 2,3, Christian? $2,300,000. At 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. Would you like 2,400,000? 2,400,000. No? At 2,400,000. It is still with you, way in the back. And selling 2,500,000 in new place. At 2,500,000. Would you like 2,600,000, madam? 2,600,000. 7. At 2 minutes 6. It's against you now. At 2 minutes, would you like 2.7? At 2 minutes 650. Would you like 2.7, madam? 2,700,000. And 50? And 50? 2,800,000? 2,800,000. I'll offer you 50 if you wish. We had a split here. At 2,800,000, would you like 50, madam? At 2, yes, and 50. Nine at 2,850,000. Would you like 2.9? No. Or 3? No. At 2,850,000. With the lady in the back, are we sure? At 2,850,000. Selling to the lady. Are you calling a friend? At 2,850,000. Selling to you, madam. Thanks for your patience against the 3 telephones and you, sir. For £2,850,000. Fair warning. At 2,850,000. Sold to you, and your paddle was 46. On to lot 21. This beautiful early Pechstein, shown here, 1911. One of the only 13 dune landscapes, only 2 of which are remaining in private hands. A superb picture. And let's start here at 1,400,000, 1,500,000 now. At 1,500,000, at 1,500,000, at 1,500,000 now. At 1,600,000, of course. 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. At 1,700,000 now. At 1,700,000. One more. At 1,700,000 now. At 1,800,000 with Mahielos, the head of the client advisory department here in New York. At 1,800,000. At 1,900,000. 2 million. No, at 2 million. It's back with you, Mahia. At £2 million for this beautiful Pechstein. Against you, Joanna. At 2 million. With you now, then, at £2 million. Ahead of you in the room. At £2 million for the Pechstein. Fair warning online. And selling for £2 million against all of you here. At £2 million, last chance, at £2 million. It is for you, Maya. 846. Lot 22, the Fontana, shown on the screen, 1966. And let's start here at 1,500,000, 1,600,000, 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, 1,800,000, 1,900,000, of course, at 1,900,000. At 1,900,000 only. One more. At 2 million. At 2 million now. At £2 million. For the Fontana, at £2 million against your upfront. For the Fontana, at £2 million. Last chance on the telephones, Giovanna. At £2 million. Fair warning against Alessandro. At £2 million. At 2 million. Fair warning to the front. At £2 million for the Fontana. Is a pass. On to lot 23, the Alice Neal, 1968. And let's start here at 750,000, at 750,000, 800,000, and 50, at 850,000 now, at 850, at 850,000, at 850, 900,000, of course, at 900 now, and 50, at 950, at 950,000. 1 million with Sarah Friedlander, Deputy Chairman here of New York, with us in London at 1 million. At £1 million now, against you, Joseph, at 1 million. No more? At 1 million then, with you, Sarah, and selling the Alice Neal to Sarah's telephone for £1 million against you, Charlie, at 1 million. 1 million then, sold to paddle 860. Lot 24, California, the superb Hockney behind you, ladies and gentlemen, 1965, one of the very, very first pool paintings, and last seen in public in 1979. And let's start here, if you wish, at £10 million, 11 million, 12 million, 13 million, at 14 million pounds with you, Joseph, with Joseph Bracker, here with us in London, at £14 million, at 14 million. At £14 million with the first telephone. Here with you at 14 million for the Hockney. At £14 million. at 15 million, at 16 million, at 16 million. It's back with Joseph telephone. At 16. At 16 million pounds, it is still with you, Joseph. And against you in the room, at 16 million pounds for the Hockney pool. And I can sell it for 16 million pounds, fair warning to the other phones, at 16 million pounds, last chance online, and selling the Hockney here at Chris's, with you, Joseph, for 16 million to pal 803. Moving on to lot 26, the first Boety of this fantastic series, 1974. And we should start here at 350, 450, at 450,000, 500,000 with you, Alessandro, of course, at 500, at 500,000 and 50, 600, at 600,000 with Alessandro, at 600,000, still with you on the phone, against you in the room for the first Boety, at 600,000 and selling for 600, last chance to Imo, at 600,000 pounds. It is with you. And 50 with Edmond Francais at 650. Would you like 700, Alessandro? At 650,000 in a new place. 680,000 in a new place with Amélie Sarado. At 680 now. 700,000. And 20. And 50. 800,000. And 20. And 20. At 820,000. 850,000. $880,000. $900,000, back with Amélie Sardo from the chairman's office in London at 900 now. At 900. Would you like 920 and more? 920,000. And 50. At 950, one more? 980,000. At 980,000 now. Would you like a million? 1 million. Would you like 1,050,000 and more? At 1 million. With Amélie. At 1 million pounds. And 50. No, back with you then, and selling against you, Anthea, at 1,050,000 pounds. For 1,050,000 to pal 876. Until lot 27, Tutto, 1988. And let's start you at 300,020, at 350,000, back with you, Alessandro, 380,000, 400,000, at 400,000, back with Alessandro now, at 400, 420,000 with you online, at 420, at 420,000, at 420, at 420, 450,000 with Alice Ogmahel now, at 450, at 450,000 now, against you online, 480,000, back online at 480 now. At 480, it is with you online at 480. At 480,000, not sure where that came from. 460, not sure when we have 10,000 pound increments online. A lucky bidder at 460 online then. At 460, 480,000. Next should be 500 ideally online. 500,000. At 500, would you like 550, Alice? At 500,000, it is with you online for 500 against you, Alice, Mariolina, and Alessandro. At 500,000 pounds. No, at 500 and selling then to the online bidder At 500,000, it is still with you online. Last chance on the telephones. Alessandro, at 500,000 then. Sold to paddle 3067. Lot 28. Lot 28, and let's start here at 200,000 and 20 and 40 at 240,000, 260,000. Welcome, Julie, with Julie Vial's telephone at 280,000, 300,000 at 300,000. Back with Julie, against you here, 320,000 with Giovanna Petazzoni, the Deputy Chairman here of the department, at 320, 350,000 now, at 350, at 350. Back with Alessandro, thank you, Joe, at 350,000 now. At 380,000 in a new place, back with Alice, at 380, against the three of you, at 380,000. 400,000 with Dirk Ball now, a new place at 400, at 400,000. At 400,000 pounds with Dirk Ball, against Antoine, at 420, and 50. And 80, 500. Would you like 550, Alice? At 500. It is with Dirk Ball now. 550. And 50. And 70. Would you like 600, Alice? At 570. 600,000. At 20. 650,000. And 70. At 670,000. One more, at 670, with Dirk Ball's telephone. At 670,000, with Dirk. At 700,000. And 20. No, at 720 then, back with Dirk, thank you, Elise. And selling for 720,000 pounds. It is for you. Sold to paddle 806. On to lot 29. Lot 29 and 350, 80, 400,000 at 420,000. Back with you, Ali, at 420, 450,000 and 80 at 480,000 with Alessandro. At 480,000 now. At 480. At 480,000 with Alessandro. 500,000 now. At 500, Ali, no more. It is with you, Alice, then, and selling for 500,000 pounds ahead of you in the room. At 500,000, at 500. Mariolina. Chi va piano va sano, but are you about to bid? At 500. Selling otherwise to Alice's telephone. And 20 in a new place with Mariolina Bassetti. At 520 and 50. At 550 now. Would you like 580? No? You're out. Thank you, Mariolina. And selling then to you, Alice, for 550,000 pounds at 550 to paddle 872. The Lynn Drexler is at lot 30, Lakewoods. And let's start here at 140, 50, 60, 70, at 170,000, at 170, at 170,000, at 170, it was against you online, 180,000 online, at 180, at 180,000, it is with you online, at 180,000 against several telephones, 190,000 with Michael Baptist from the New York department here, at 190, would you like to come back? At 190 for the Drexler. At 190,000 this year, at 190, 200,000 in a new place online, at 200 for the Drexler. We'd like 220 at 200,000. At 200,000 with you online, try 220 At 220,000 with Sarah Friedlander in a new place. At 220, next would be 240. At 220 now. At 220,000, ahead of you online. At 220, against you in the room, selling otherwise, for £220,000, 240,000. And 60. At 260,000. It is back here. Where's Sarah Friedlander's telephone? One more online, selling otherwise, for £260,000, 280,000. 300,000. At 300,000. This year, back with Sarah. One more online, perhaps, or in the room. At £300,000. Fair warning, and 20. And 50. At 350. It is back here on the phone, fair winning online and selling to Sarah's telephone for 350,000. Fair warning, I have to sell it at 350. Sold to paddle 860. On to lot 31. Lot 31, Wheel of Serendipity, Damien Hirst, shown here on the screen. And let's start here at 450, 500,000 at 500, 500,000 at 500,000 now, at 500,000, at 500,000 against several telephones, at 500, at 500,000 pounds against you and you, at 500, at 500,000 pounds, at 500 for the Damien Hirst, at 550,000, of course, at 550 now, at 550,000, 600,000, 650,000 in a new place with Edmond Francais now at 650. At 650, it's against you, Renato, Xenia, and Jesse for 650,000 with Edmond Francais, and selling against Sumiko at 650,000. Last chance at 650, then selling to Damien Hirst at 650. Sold to paddle 839. The Hockney, lot 32, shown here. And let's start here at 1,456,700, at 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, 1,800,000 with Tessa Lord here at 1,800,000, 1,900,000, at 1,900,000 now, at 2 million, at 2 million, back with Tessa Lord, ahead of you in the room at 2 million, at 2 million pounds, at 2 million, it is here with you, at 2 million pounds. At 2 million pounds with Tessa Lord's telephone against you in the room, at 2 million pounds, and I can sell it at 2 million pounds against you on the phones, at 500, 2 million, 100, 2,100,000, at 2,000,001, would you like 2, Tessa? At 2,100,000. At 2,100,000, take your time. With you, Xenia, at 2,000,001. If anyone wants to step in the room, you can. At 2,000,001, it is with Xenia for 2,100,000 pounds. It's still with you. At 2,000,001. At 2,100,000 pounds for the Hockney landscape. That's all right. It happens. At 2,000,001. Still with you. Thank you, Xenia, for the patience of your client while we solve this little phone issue. At 2,000,001, Edmond, do you want to be the third one to dial a number? At 2,000,001, at 2,100,000, still with Xenia, at 2,100,000 against Cristiano, at 2,000,001 for the Hockney. One more go, and then we'll have to sell it for the fair sake of Xenia's client at 2,100,000 pounds. I'm holding. At 2,000,001, 2,200,000. Well done. At 2,000,002, with Tessa was worth the wait. At 2,000,002, you see. You would have done the same, no? Yes. At 2,200,000, reassures me. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. Would you like 2,300,000, Zenia? At 2,200,000. It is back with you at 2,200,000. No, thanks, Zenia, for your bids. Back with you then, Tessa, and selling at £2,200,000. Sold to you, paddle 7006. Thank you, Tessa. On to lot 33, ladies and gentlemen. Prairie Fleurie à Giverny. This 1890 Monet, which has never been seen for decades in public. And we shall start here at £4 million, 4,200,000, 4,500,000, at 4,800,000 with Jay Vince, the head of private sales here in London, at 4,800,000. With you now, with the first telephone, at 4,800,000, 5 million, at 5 million now, 5,200,000, at 5,200,000, at 5,200,000. It is back with you, Jay, at 5,200,000, at 5,200,000, ahead of you here, at 5,200,000, at 5,200,000. This beautiful Monet, shown on the screen, at 5,200,000 with the first telephone, at 5,200,000 against you all, at 5,200,000. At 5,200,000 against you, Mahia, Joanna, and Arco. At 5,200,000, still with you, Jay. I'm going to sell it at 5,200,000. Fair warning to the other phones. At £5,200,000. Unless you... At 5,200. Still with you, Jay. Where's Jay Vince's telephone? Merci, Francis. Fair warning, Arco. Selling. I'm going to have to sell it. Would you like to bid? We can try 5,500 or 5,400. At 5,200,000, selling otherwise. Would you like to bid, Arco? At 5,200,000, with Jay Vince's telephone. At £5,200,000, Arco. No, we let it go. At 5,200,000, thank you, Jay. At 5,200,000, to paddle 7007. The beautiful Munch landscape, thank you, shown here. From the Norwegian collection of Jan Erik Tvei. And let's start here at 500,000 and 50, 600,000 and 50, at 700,000 with Jesse. At 700,000 it is here with Jessica Fertig. At 700,000 and 50, at 800,000. At 800,000 for the Munch shown here at 800,000. At £800,000 with you then, and selling for £800,000. Fair warning to the other phones or to you online. Selling the Munch for £800,000. Sold to paddle 7008. On to lot 35, the Auerbach. The studios under the snow, shown here. And let's start here at 300,000, 320,000, at 320, at 350,000, back with Catherine Arnold, at 350. At £350,000.
Bidding in the West Room.
380,000 with Emily Younger in the West Room. Welcome back, Emily. At 380,000 in the West Room. At 380,000. At 380,000. Emily, I think it is for you for now. At 380,000. At 380. Catherine, what should we do? It's still with you, Emily. At 380,000. One more. Selling otherwise to Emily's bidder in the West Room at 380. At 380, Catherine. Yes or no? 400,000. At 400,000, Emily.
Bidding in the West Room.
And 20 in the West Room. At 420, with Emily Younger's bidder, Catherine. Fair warning, going to sell it at 420, try 440 if you wish, selling otherwise for 420,000 pounds. Last chance at 420, 440,000. Would you like to bid 460, Emily? At 440,
Bidding in the West Room.
460,000. At 460. Still with you, Emily. At 460. At 460, Catherine. At 460, it is for you, Emily. I'm selling it at 460. Sold to you, Emily.
Paddle number 185.
185, thank you so much. On to lot 36, Damien Hirst, I need you. And let's start you at 140, 50, 60, at 170,000 now. At 170,000. At 170,000 now. 180,000 with you, Nina. At 180,000, 190,000. At 190. At 190,000. It's against you, 200,000. At 200, back with you, Nina. At 200,000 pounds. With Nina's telephone, against you in the room. And selling for 200,000 pounds at 200. Sold to paddle 869. On to lot 37. 38, the Cecily Brown, Can. Lot 38, shown on the screen. And let's start here at 1,000,001, 2, 3, 4, at 1,400,000. At 1,400,000 pounds now, at 1,004,000. At 1,500,000, with Tessa Lord, of course. At 1,500,000, 1,600,000. At 1,600,000 now. 1,700,000. No, at 1,700,000 now. At 1,700,000 with Tessa Lord's telephone. At 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. Still with you, Tessa. 1,800,000 in a new place with Olivia. At 1,800,000 now. At 1,800,000. This year. At 1,800,000. At 1,800,000, Tessa. And selling to your bidder, Olivia, for 1,800,000. 1,800,000, paddle 861. On to lot 39, the Carls. And let's start you at 130, 40, 50, at 140,000. At 140,000. At 140, at 140,000. At 140,000 pounds ahead of you online. At 140, at 140, 150,000, of course, with you online. At 150, it is with you for now online. At 150,000 against you, 160,000, 170,000. At 170, at 170 against both of you now. At 170,000. At 170. One more. At 170,000, and it's against you online. At 170. At 170,000 pounds. 180,000. It's back with you online. At 180. No, it is for you now online at 180,000, are we sure? Selling then to the online bidder for 180,000 pounds. Fair warning to the room at 180 to PAL 3049. The Anderson, lot 40. And let's start here at 420, 50, 80, 500,000, at 500,000 and 50. At 550,000 now. At 550. At 550. At 550,000 now. At 550. At 550,000. So ahead of you here online at 550,000. At 550. Last chance at 500 and 600,000, of course. 1050. At 650, one more. At 650,000 now. It's against the phones here. At 650,000. And we're all through at 650. at 650 is a pass. On to lot 41, the guinea, the scrap. And let's start here at 550, 650, at 650,000, 700,000, back with Catherine Arnold at 700,000 and 50, 800,000, at 800,000, back with Catherine Arnold at 800,000, against you here, at 800,000 for the guinea, at 800,000 I can sell it, at 800,000 ahead of you here in the room, at 800,000 pounds, fair warning up front or in the back for the guinea, last chance online, at 800,000 pounds. Fair warning at 800,000. Sold, pile 7010. On to lot 43. It's beautiful kefir, snake. And let's start here at 350, 380,000, 420. At 420,000 now. At 420,000. At 450,000, 480,000. At 480. At 480. It's against you, Nancy. At 500,000 with Nick Orchard now. At 550. 600. No, Nancy. At 600 then, it is with you and selling for 600,000, farewelling to the room and online for 600,000 pounds. The kefir going to Nick Orchard's telephone at 600,000 pounds. Last chance, everyone else, at 600,000 pounds. It is for you. Sold, battle 858. The beautiful Hammershoy, 1896, shown here, lot 44. And let's start here at 320,000, 350, 380,000 now. At 380,000, at 380, at 380,000 now. At 380,000, at 380, at 380,000. 400,000 and 20. At 420,000 now. 450, welcome David. At 450,000 now. This year with you at 480,000. At 480. At 480,000. At 480,000 pounds. 500,000. At 500. Back with David Snowdown here at 500,000 pounds against you in the room. At 500,000. It is here with you at 500,000 pounds. And 50. Welcome, Alistair, at 550 in a new place, David. At 550, we'd like 600. 600,000. And 50. At 650, would you like 7? At 650. 700,000. And 50. One more, David. At 750 it is. With you, Alistair. 800,000. And 50. At 850, would you like 900, David? At 850, it is with Alistair. Selling otherwise. For 850,000 pounds, one more. 900,000. And 50. At 950. One more, David, at 950. Still with you, Alistair. $1 million, David, at 950. It is with you, Alistair. I'm going to set 1 million. Would you like 1-1, Alistair? At 1 million now. 100 at 1-1. At 1,000,001 now. Would you like 1-2? At 1,000,001. With Alistair's phone. David, what should we do? At 1,100,000. One more. 1,200,000. 1,300,000. At 1,000,003. Would you like 1,400,000, David? It's still with you, Alistair. At £1,300,000. One more. At 1,003,000. 1,400,000. 1,500,000. At 1,500,000 then, I think it's looking good for you, Alistair. David, are we sure? Selling otherwise at £1,500,000. Fair warning. Can try one more. Selling otherwise to Alistair's telephone for £1,500,000. You won't find another one like this anytime. 1,600,000. £1,700,000. At 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. One more try, David. At 1,700,000. You're getting close. At 1,700,000. It is with Alistair. Still time. 1,800,000. $1,900,000. At 1,900,000. One more. 2 million. Would you like 2, Alistair? At 2 million. Back with David Snowden at £2 million. Good news, Alistair, you still have it at 1,900,000. If you're still happy at 1,900,000, it's still yours. Are you still happy? At 1,900,000, it's still with you. There's hesitation with David's phone at 1,900,000. But I'm going to have to sell it, David. You sure? It is for you at £1,900,000. David, are we 100% sure? Selling now for £1,900,000. The hammer show going to Alistair's phone. Sold to you to paddle 809. Beautiful picture. For £1,900,000. Onto lot 46, the Strindberg, the same flavor, 1894, and let's start you at 400,000 and 50, 500,000 at 50 with J. Vince at 550,000, 600,000 and 50, 650,000 with you, Jay, at 650, at 650, at 650,000. It is here with you at 650, still with you at 650, against you in the room. At 650, ahead of you online, at 650, last chance on the phones, at 650, going to sell it, at 650, Anna. But if the client has hung up, it's probably not a very good sign. At 650, it's good to insist, you never know. At 650 and 700,000. You did well with Anna. Sorry, Jay, it's now with Anna's phone at 700. Would you like 750? At 700,000. With Anna's perseverance phone call at 700,000. Jay? At 700,000. Jay, what should we do? At 700. No, it is for you then. At £700,000 for the Strindberg. Sold 700 to paddle 8021. On to lot 47, the Salmons, school slate. And let's start here at 130, 40, 50, at 160,000 with Jana Flaum from the New York department at 160,000, at 160,000, at 170,000. 75, of course, at 175,000 now. At 175, with Jana Flaum's telephone ahead of you online. at 175,000, and I can sell it for 175,000 against all of you in the room and online for 175,000 against you and you at 175,000 pounds. Fair warning, everyone. At 175,000, it's yours. Paddle 7012. Lot 48. It's beautiful steel by Chilida, shown here on the screen, that you've seen on your way up. And for this rare example, downtown, let's start here at 450, 550, 650, 700,000, at 700,000, at 700,000, against several telephones and perhaps in the room at 700,000 for the Chilida, at 700,000 pounds, and at 700,000, Jay, at 700,000, at 700,000 against several, including Bertol and Giovanna and Mariolina, at 700,000 pounds. And 50, there you go, at 750, 800,000, with Annabelle now, at 800 with the second phone, at 800,000 pounds, and 50, 900, at 900,000, and 50, 1 million, at 1 million, it's at 1 million and 50, 1,100,000, and 50, 1,200,000, at 1,200,000, at 1,200,000, with Annabelle's telephone against Pilar, Beatrice at 1,200,000, at 1,200,000, bit of branding, at 1,200,000, it is with you, against you, Jay, are we sure? At 1,200,000, fair warning, Bea. 1,300,000 in New, 1,400,000 against you, Pierre-Emmanuel Martin Vivier from the Chairman's office in Paris at 1,400,000. Would you like 1.5? At 1,400,000. At 1,400,000. 1,500,000 in a new place. Welcome back. 1,600,000. At 1,600,000, still with Annabelle. Would you like 1.7, madam? At 1,600,000. It is still with you. One more. 1,700,000. No? At 1,700,000, are we sure? At 1,700,000 then. With you, madam, in the room. Thanks for your support. At 1,700,000, 1,800,000 in your new place online. At 1,800,000. Would you like 1.9? At 1,800,000. It is here online. Would you like 1.9? And 50 at 1,850,000 now. At 1,850,000. It's back here against you online. One more. At 1,850,000. It is here with the lady in the room at King Street. Fair warning online. Last chance and selling for 1,850,000 pounds. Sold to you, madam. Pal 112. On to lot 49, the Lipschitz, Baigneurs, coming from a private American collection. And let's start you at 350, 450, at 450,000, 500,000, of course, at 500, at 500,000 now, at 500,000 for the Lipschitz, at 500,000 ahead of you online, at 500, at 500,000 now, and 20. And 50, at 550 now, and 80, 600, at 600,000, and 20. Welcome, sir. With the gentleman in the room at 620 against you, Jay, at 620. And 50, and 80, perhaps? It's already 50, but we can try 680. 680,000, 700,000, and 20? Yes? Yes, 720,000, and 50, Should we try 80? Yes? Yes? 780? Yes? No? Are we sure? At 750, it's back on the telephone. Are we sure? At 750 then, it is with you and selling the beautiful Lipschitz for 750. We could try one more. And 80. At 780, Jay. Back with the gentleman here. 800,000. At 800,000. It is back here with you, Jay, for 800,000 pounds. We can try 20. At 800, yes? And 20. And 20. At 820,000. It's looking better. At 820, with the gentleman, I think it's yours. At 820,000, fair warning, Jay, and selling to the gentleman in the room. At 820, Jay, no. Congratulations, 820, paddle 6. Lot 50, the Chagall, very early work, very rare work, shown here. La Fête des Tabernacles. And let's start here at 450,000, 480,000, at 480, 500,000 with the gentleman up front at 500,000. It is here up front at 500,000 and 50, 600,000 and 50, 700,000. No, up front at 700,000 with the gentleman in the second row at 700,000 pounds. Against you, Charlie and Keith, at 700,000 pounds. With the gentleman here, Maya, against you, at 700,000. Fair winning to the phones and selling to the room at 700,000 pounds. Fair winning at 700,000. Congratulations, paddle 8, a good number for 700,000. On to lot 51. Beautiful early nature morte, Picasso, shown on the screen. 1944. And let's start here at 1,200,000 pounds, at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000, 1,500,000, of course, at 1,500,000. At 1,500,000 pounds only, at 1,500,000 for the Picasso, at 1,500,000. Yes, at 1,500,000. At 1,500,000, it's against you up front at 1,500,000 for 1,500,000 pounds for the Picasso, at 1,500,000. 1,600,000, 1,700,000, at 1,700,000, and 50 up front, at 1,750,000. It is up front at 1,750,000. What should we do? At 1,750,000, and I can sell it at 1,750,000. Last chance at 1,750,000. Fair warning, Charlie, at 1,750,000. Congratulations, 1,750,000 to you up front. On to lot 52. Lot 52 for the early Kirchner, Zwei Mädchen. And let's start here at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000, at 1,500,000 now, at 1,500,000, at 1,500,000, at 1,500,000 for this early Kirchner, 1,600,000 with the first telephone, with Bertolt Müller, head of Switzerland here, at 1,600,000, at 1,600,000, 1,700,000, at 1,700,000. 1,800,000 in new place with Mahialas now at 1,800,000, 1,900,000 at 1,900,000 now, 2 million back with Bertolt Müller at 2 million, at 2 million pounds back with Bertolt. Against you, Mahia, at 2 million pounds, at 2 million with Bertolt, at 2 million. It is with you for now at 2 million, 2,100,000 in a new place with Natalie Radziwill at 2,000,001 now. Who would like 2,200,000 at 2,000,001? It is with you for now. 2,200,000 back with Bertolt at 2,200,000, 2,300,000 at 2,300,000, 2,400,000 at 2,500,000 at 2,500,000, 2,600,000 2,700,000. 2,800,000. 2,900,000. 3 million. 3 million. At £3 million. Back with Bertold against both of you. 3,100,000. At 3-1. Would you like 3-2, Bertold? At 3,100,000. One more, Bertold. At 3,000,001, sicher? At 3,000,001, it is with you then and selling for £3,100,000. At 3,000,001, going to you, Nathalie, against you, Maria, for 3,000,001. Sold 3-1 to paddle 8-1-1. On to lot 52, the Picasso, Pharmacies, for this beautiful work shown here. Beautiful work of paper, 1942. And let's start here at 800,000, 850,000, at 850,000, 900,000 now, at 950,000 with Olivier Camus, at 950,000, 1 million online, at 1 million, 1,100,000 against online, at 1,000,001, say 1-2, at 1,100,000 with Olivier Camus, at 1,100,000. It is here on the telephone against online at 1,100,000, at 1,000,001 and 1,200,000. At 1,000,002. It is here online at 1,000,002. Olivier. At 1,000,002, it is still with you and selling at 1,000,002 to the online bidder for 1-2, fair warning Utah and Jesse for £1,200,000. Sold to paddle 3090 at 1,000,002. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's now my pleasure to pass on the hammer to my colleague, Yu-Ge Wang from the Client Advisory Department. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrien. We carry on with lot 54, the Lucian Freud, the beautiful plan fragment. Where shall we open here? We can open at 260,000, 260,000, 280,000, 280,000 ahead of you all for the beautiful plant fragment here shown on my left. Thank you, George. 280,000, 300,000, 31, Tambor 出价. 300,000 is bid on the telephone with Tambor. 320,000, 320,000 mit Jutta. 320 ahead of you. Try 350 if you like. 320,000 Jutta, you have it. 320. 320, 350 in a new place with Charlie. 350. 380. 380. 350 is with Charlie. Okay, 350 is still with Charlie. Charles Cater here on my right. 380 in a new place in the room with the lady in the back. 380,000 in the room now. Ahead of you, Tambor. Ahead of you, Jutta. 380, 400,000 now. Just ahead of you, 400,000. I give you another chance at 420 if you like. 420, Jutta takes it. 420,000 Jutta. Mit dir am Telefon 420,000, 420,000. 450, now you have it. 450,000. 45万. 45万, Tambor 出价 at 450,000. 480 would be next. 480, back to Jutta. 480,000. 500,000 now. 50万, 电话出标. Next would be 550, please. 500,000 on the telephone with Tambor, 500. 520 I take. 520. 520,000. 550 if you like next. 520,000 mit Jutta. 550. 550. Back to Bohr. 550. 600,000. 580. Why not? Fair chances for everybody. 580. Jutta's bid. 600 if you like. 580,000 pounds. 580,000 Pfund mit Jutta. Should we try 600? Either one of you? Or in the room, jump in if you like. 580. 600,000 is bid. 60万 摊薄出价. 650 if you like. 600,000. 620. We continue. 620. 620. Charlie? Shake of the head. 620. Jutta, you have it at the moment. Tambor. Thank you so much. 620,000 pounds for the plant fragment. Goes to Jutta at the moment. Fair warning then to you all. 650. 650,000. Michelle. Better late than never. 650,000. Jutta. 680 if you like. 650,000. New place now. 680. 680,000 gegen dich, Michelle. 700 if you like. 680,000. Now all happening on my left. Jutta's bid at the moment at 680, 700. 700,000 posts. 720. Yes. 720,000. 720. 750. Slow but steady. 750,000. Should we try 780? 780 is bid. 780,000. 780. Jutta's telephone. You sure? Thank you so much, Michelle. 780,000. We're all done. You out, Charlie? 780,000. Last chance. Selling then to Jutta's telephone at 780,000 pounds. Sold. 780. Pedal number 835. Thank you very much and congratulations. Now, lot 55 is withdrawn. We're moving on to lot 56. The Deo van Resselbergje, L'Île du Levant. Here we see this beautiful painting on my left and right. And here, thank you, Ava, thank you, Ted. Painted at the height of the artist's engagement with pointillism in excellent condition here, shown on my left. And let's open here at 1,500,000. 1,000,006 now. 1,600,000 ahead of you all at 1,700,000. 1,700,000, 1,008,000, 1,009,000 I have ahead of you, Jessica. 2 million. 2 million is bid with Jessica on my left on the telephone at 2 million pounds. Are we all done? 2 million. Jessica, you have it. Selling then to you, Jessica, at 2 million pounds. Sold. 2 million. Paddle number 7014. Congratulations. Lot 57. Here, the Pierre-Auguste Renoir sur la Falaise. In the same collection since 1946. Wonderful coastal landscape in Normandy. And the person depicted in the front is the artist Jacques-Émile Blanche. Where shall we open here? At 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000 ahead of you all. At 1,400,000, 1,500,000 in the back. Thank you so much for joining us in person. 1,500,000 is your bid, sir. In the room here at Christie's King Street. 1,500,000. We're all done. Selling to you, sir, then at 1,500,000. Sold. 1,005,000. Paddle number 132. Congratulations. Lot 58. The Pissarro. La Jardin de Montbuisson. And shown on my right, thank you so much. Let's start here at 480,000, 480,000, 500,000, 500,000 now, 550,000 now, 550,000 pounds, 550. 550,000, any advance on 550? 550, 500, 600 now, 600 ahead of you all, 600 is here. Are we all done? Selling then to the absentee bid at 600,000 pounds. Sold 600,000, paddle number 1001. Lot 59, the Pierre Bonnard, Jeune Fille et Chien. Wonderful, intimate, close family moment with the 4 daughters of Alexandre Nathanson, who commissioned this painting directly from Bonnard. And let's open here at 320,000, 320,000, 350,000, 350,000, 380,000 now, 380, 400,000 Imogen's bid at 400,000 pounds for the family portrait. 400,000, we all done then, selling to you, Imogen, at 400,000 pounds. Sold, 400,000, paddle number 7015. Now, lot 60, the Picasso's masterpiece in the medium of etching, shown on my right, La Minotauro Moschee, starting here at not 400, I'm afraid, 600,000. 600,000 pounds, 600,000, 650,000, 650,000, looking for 700. 650,000. Are you coming in, Jay? 650,000. 700,000 now, 700,000. 750 now, ahead of you all at 750. Are we all done? At 750, last chance. Here it is at 750,000 pounds. It's a pass at 750. Lot 61, the Jeff Wall rear, executed in 1997, and this work is number 1 from the edition of 2, plus 1 artist proof. Let's open here at 75,000, 75,000, 80,000 now. 80,000, 85,000, 85,000 ahead of you. Try 90 if you like. I saw you click 85,000, 90,000 online, 95 ahead of you still. 95, try 100. 100 is bid on Chrissy's Live. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Chrissy's Live. 100,000, online has it at the moment. 100,000 is bid on Chrissy's Live. We're all done then, selling to you on Chrissy's Live. Fair warning to you all, here it goes at 100,000 pounds. Sold 100,000 to paddle number 3106. Thank you. Lot 62, thank you so much. The Andy Warhol self-portrait. As Warhol says himself, I paint pictures of myself to remind myself that I am still around. Thank you all to be still around here tonight. And here it is. We can start at 480,000, 500,000, 500,000, 550,000 now. 550,000 pounds. 550, looking for 600. 550,000, 600 now. 600,000 pounds, 650,000. We continue at 650. 650,000. Are we all done? Chrissy's Live, last chance then. Here it is at 650. Fair warning at 650,000 pounds. It's a pass at 650. Lot 63, the Andy Warhol, the iconic Campbell soup, inspired apparently by the lunch which Andy Warhol has claimed to be eaten every day for 20 years. Not sure how healthy that is. But we can open here at 550,000, 550, 600,000 now. 600,000, 600,000, 650,000 now. At 650,000 for the soup cans. 650, looking for 700. Holding here then at 650,000. 700, Jay. Thank you for coming in here. 700,000. Jay Vince has it. 700,000 pounds. We're all done. Selling then to you, Jay, at 700,000 pounds. Sold 700,000. Paddle number 841. Lot 64. Thank you, Ava, showing us the Andy Warhol multicolored Marilyn from the Reversal series. And let's open here at 600,000, 650,000, 700,000, 750,000, 800,000 is bid. 800,000 with Daniel. At 800,000. Mike, are you coming back? 800,000. Daniel's bid. On my left. I would prefer 850. Should we try 850? 800,000, Daniel, you have it. In exchange, I give you a few seconds to think about it. 800,000, holding with you, Daniel. 800,000. Doing some conversion rates. Thank you for your patience, Daniel. 800,000. 820 then. 850. 850. Would you like 880? 850,000. 850,000. Daniel's bid at the moment. Michael. What should we say? I can offer you 880 if that speeds things up. No? That's very clear. Thank you so much. Daniel, you have it. 850,000. Anyone coming in? Otherwise, I'm selling to you, Daniel. You're definitely out. Thank you so much. Daniel, you have it. 850,000 here for the Marilyn. Fair warning at 850,000 pounds. Sold 850,000, paddle number 135. Thank you, Michael, so much for your bid. We're moving on to lot 65, the Alex Cutts. Iska, the portrait of the American artist Iska Granfield Sanders. Beautiful portrait here, and we can open here at 300,000, 320,000, 320,000, 350,000 now. Ahead of you all at 350, 380 now. 380, 400,000 with Zoe. 400,000 is bid. Your bid, 420 in France. Merci beaucoup à la France. 450. Back here, Zoe Clem's bid at 450,000. Chrissy's life in France. Try one more if you like. It's at 450,000 on Zoe's telephone. 460 in France. 460,000. Interesting increment. 460,000 online. You're out. Thank you so much, Zoe. Let's try 480. Are we going by 10,000s now? 470. Chrissy's live. 480 if you like. 470,000. Catherine's bid. 470, 480. Thank you so much, France, for coming back at 480,000. Catherine, next would be 500, please. 480,000 on Christie's live. 490,000. I have no authority here. 490,000. Catherine's bid at 490. Christie's live, 500 if you like. 490,000. Chrissy's live in France. What should we say? 490 against you. Are we all done then? Fair warning then. Selling, not yet. 500,000 in France. Shall we try 550? Is that too adventurous, Catherine? 520. It's a compromise. 520,000, Catherine's bid. 520. Chrissy's live. Try one more if you like. We've come so far, so try one more. 520,000. Catherine's telephone. Chrissy's live. Give me an answer. Otherwise, I'm selling here to the telephone with Catherine at 520,000. Last chance to you online. 520,000, selling to Catherine. Fair warning, here it goes at 520,000. Sold, 520,000, paddle number 8002. Thank you online for all your bids. Lot 66, the Oscar Kokoschka, Sommer. In the same family collection since almost 100 years. Here it is, the Kokoschka, and let's open here at 750,000, 750,000, 800,000, 800,000, 850,000 now. 850,000. 850,000. 900,000 now. 900,000. 900,000. 950 now. Ahead of you all still at 950,000. Are we all done? At 950. Fair warning then. At 950,000. It's a pass at 950. Lot 67, the Henry Moore, the sculpture with two-piece reclining figure, and we can open here at 700, 750, 800, 800,000, 850, Catherine. I have 900, 950 now. Catherine's bid at 950,000. Looking for a million. 950,000.
980.
You started something, Catherine. Now I have to take 980. 980,000. Next is 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. Shall we try 1,100,000? $1 million. Catherine's telephone, Edmond. $1 million is bid with Catherine's telephone. Should we try 50 at least? 1 million, Catherine, you have it. 1,050,000 if you like. $1,050,000. 1,001,000. 1,050,000, Edmond, you have it. $1,050,000. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. 1,100,000. 1,000,001. Holding with Catherine, 1,100,000, with plenty of lots to go through, Edmond. And 50. 1,150,000. Catherine. 1,150,000, Edmond, your bid. Absolutely sure. Thank you so much, Catherine. 1,150,000 is the bid with Edmond. Are we all done? Chrissy's live. Fair warning to you. Fair warning in the room. Selling to you, Edmond, at £1,150,000. Sold. 1,150,000. Paddle number 874. Congratulations. Now lot 68. The Pablo Picasso, the circus scene, the work on paper from 1968. Let's open here at 300,000, 300,000, 320,000 now. 320,000, 350,000. Ahead of you all at 350,000. For the circus scene, thank you so much, George. 350,000. Let's correct the display. 350,000. 350,000, 380,000 now with my absentee bid. Are we all done? And I'm selling to the absentee bid at 380,000 pounds. Sold 380,000 pounds to paddle number 5003. Lot 69 is withdrawn. We're moving swiftly to lot 70, the sculpture by Rebecca Warren, number 7. Here it is. It's open here at 65,000, 70,000, 75,000, 75,000. Looking for 80. 75,000 for the Rebecca Warren. We all done then? At 75, fair warning. At 75,000 pounds. It's a pass at 75. Lot 71, the Issy Wood chess car interior, the oil and velvet work, and let's open here at 75,000, 75,000, 80,000 now, 80,000, 85,000, ahead of you all still at 85,000, coming in here at 85,000, 90,000. Joanna, thank you so much for coming. Where was the bid? Nicole, 95,000. 95,000, Nicole's bid. 95,000, 100,000, Claudia's bid. No hesitation at all, 110, back to Nicole. 110,000, 120,000, 130,000. I wish everybody would be so quick. 130,000, ahead of you both. 130,000. Nicole Ching's bid. Claudia, you're out. 130, Joanna. $130,000, Nicole, you have it. Fair warning then, gavel is up at 130,000. Last chance, Joanna. Thank you so much. Selling to you, Nicole, at 130,000 pounds. Sold, 130,000, paddle number 849. 849, thank you so much. And thank you both for your underbids. Lot 72, the Caroline Walker, ward round number 1. Beautiful painting, also a very rare painting with the artist depicting herself in it. And we can open here at 120,000, 130,000, 140,000, 140,000. Here it is at 140 for the Caroline Walker. 140,000, 150,000, Steph's bid. 150,000. Any advance on 150? Otherwise, I'm selling to Steph's telephone. Are we all done? Steph, you have it at 150,000 for the Caroline Walker. And here it goes at 150,000. Sold, 150,000 pounds with the lucky number 888. Congratulations. Lot 73, the Emma Webster Marshgate Snare. First time Emma Webster is sold here at Christie's in London. And let's open here with an absentee bid at 70,000, 75,000, 80,000 is bid. 80,000 with the book. At 80,000 pounds. Looking for 85. 80,000 is with me in the book and selling to the absentee bid at 80,000 pounds. Sold. 80,000, paddle number 1006. Lot 74, the Sahara Long After Party. Beautiful work here from 2021, and let's open here at 30,000, 30,000, 32,000, 32,000, 35, 38 ahead of you, Isabel. 38, 40,000. 40,000 just ahead of you. I took it here first. 40,000 is with Isabel's telephone. Michigan, try 42, 42,000 online on Christie's Live. 45,000, 45,000, 48,000 on Christie's Live. 48,000. Thank you, Christie's Live in Michigan, for joining us here at 48,000 for the Sahara Long. 50, 50,000, 55,000. Ahead of you, on the telephones right now, 60,000. Christie's Live comes back in. 60,000. 60,000 on Christie's Live in the US. 60,000. Liam, thank you so much Michigan, you have it. Isabel, thank you so much. Christy Slap in Michigan, thank you so much for joining us here. And you have it at 60,000 for the Sahara Long, and it goes to you in the US at 60,000 pounds. Sold 60,000 to paddle number 3078. Congratulations. Lot 75, we move to the Salvo, painted in 19... Apologize for the disruption. So we have lot 75, the Salvo. Here, the untitled work, painted in 1985, just after its travels to Greece. And let's open here at 80,000, 85,000, 85,000, looking for 90. At 85,000 pounds. 85,000, 90,000, Sumiko's bid. 95? 95,000. Nicole's bid. 100,000, Sumiko. 110,000, Nicole. 110,000, 120,000, 130,000. 130, 140. 140,000, Sumiko, you have it then. Nicole's out. Sumiko, goes to you. Renato, are you coming in here? Thank you so much. 140,000, Sumiko, you have it. Fair warning in the room. Fair warning online. Are we all done? Selling to you, Sumiko, at 140,000 pounds. Sold 140,000, paddle number 845. Thank you so much, Nicole, for your bids. Now we move to lot 76, the Nicholas Party, back with a red hat. The hat is definitely the first thing I'm looking at when I'm seeing this painting. And this one is from the extraordinary group he made for the Metropolitan Opera, and referencing Magritte's bowler hat man. Here it is, lot 76, the Nicholas Party, and we can open here at 300,000, 320,000, 350,000, 350,000 for the red hat. 350,000. 350,000, 360 in Turkey. Thank you so much at 360,000. 360,000. Interesting online increments today. 360,000 is bid in Turkey. 360. Are we all done? Selling to you in Turkey for 360,000 pounds. Sold 360,000 to paddle number 3041. Lot 77 has a sale room notice for the Kai Althoff. Please note that the date of execution for this lot should read 1991 and not as printed in the catalogue. Here it is, the Kai Althoff Erwachsenwerden, a rare format in 16 parts. Let's open here at 150,000, 160,000, 170,000, 170,000 for the Kai Althoff. 180,000 Nina's bid. 180,000 mit Nina. 180,000. Are we all done? Fair warning then, selling to you, Nina, at 180,000 pounds. Sold 180,000, paddle number 897. Congratulations. Lot 78, the Georg Baselitz, 2 Rehe, 2 Deers. And where should we start here? We can open here at 420, 450, 480, 480,000. Head of your at 480. 480,000, 500,000, 550 ahead of you, Sarah. 550, 600 if you like. 500, 600,000, loud and clear. Sarah, you have it. Sarah Friedlander here from New York. 600,000. We're all done then. Selling to you, Sarah, at 600,000 pounds. Sold, 600,000, panel number 813. Congratulations. Lot 79, der Anselm Kiefer. Dein aschenes Haar, Sulamit. From the work from the series exploring the complex relationship between German self-identity and world history. We can open this work here at 220,000, 220,000, 240,000, 240,000 pounds. Looking for 260. 240,000, 260 now. 260,000, 260,000, 280,000 now. 280,000. 280,000. Here it is. Ahead of you all. 280,000 pounds. Are we all done? Fair warning in the room then. Fair warning online. Here it is. At 280,000 pounds. It's a pass at 280. Now, lot 80. The sculpture by Isamu Noguchi, the Comb. The world is made out of stone, he says. It is our fundament. We can open here for this beautiful sculpture at 500,000. 500,000 pounds. 500,000. 500,000. 550 now. 550,000. 550,000. 600,000. 600,000 now. 600,000. 650. 650,000. Any advance on 650? Fair warning then at 650,000 pounds. It's a pass at 650. Lot 81, the tree sculpture by Gunther Uecker. And let's open here at 150,000, 160,000, 170,000, 180,000 ahead of you all. 180, 190 now. 190,000. Looking for 200. 190,000 for the tree. 200,000 with Jutta. 200,000 Jutta's bid. 200,000, 220,000. I took it with Anke first. 220,000. Claudia, 240 if you like. 250. Why not? 240. Let's stick to increments. 240,000. 240,000. Claudia's bid. 260 goes back to Jutta. 260,000. 280. 280,000. Anke, would you like 300? 300, very clear. Thank you so much. Anke, 300,000, 320. 320 goes back to Claudia. Head of evening sale here. Claudia, you have it at 320,000. Should we try 350? 350, Anke takes it. 350,000. 380. It's all happening on my right. Jutta, jump in. If you like 380,000 still with Claudia's telephone. 400,000, yes. Very clear bid. 400,000 is bid. 400,000 Pfund. 420. 420,000. Not yet, Anke. If you wanted, you have to add a few more. 420,000. Jutta, thank you so much for your bids. 450. You've heard it. 450,000. Anke's telephone line. 450. 450. 450,000. 450. Anke is very looking forward to get it. Claudia. 450. Let's try 480. 450,000. Anke, you still have it. 480,000, Claudia. Gracias. 480,000. Anke, let's try 500. Let's nail that down. 500 next, if you like. 480 with Claudia. Jutta, you're coming back. 480,000, Claudia, you have it. 500,000 is bid. 500,000. 500,000. Anke, 500,000. Claudia, last chance. Thank you so much. Anke, now you can have it at 500,000 pounds. Fair warning to you all, selling to you, Anke, at 500,000 pounds. Sold, 500,000, congratulations, paddle number 808. And thank you, Claudia, for all your bids. Now moving to lot 82, the Josef Albers, homage to the square, this time the autumn light. And let's open here at 300,000, 320,000, 350,000, 380,000, 400 alle, 420 Joanna, 420,000. Joanna Flaum has it at 420,000 for the autumn light. $420,000. Ale, what do you say? The autumn series appearing only the third time in the last 10 years at auction. Rare object. Are we done? Joanna, you have it at 420,000. Anna Maria, 480, no hesitation. 480,000. Anna Maria, let's try 500. 480,000, let's correct the display, 480,000. New place, Jay, 500,000, why not? 500,000, Jay's telephone now. Thank you so much, Joanna. Jay, you have it. Anna Maria? 500,000, Jay's bid. Thank you so much. Jay, you have it at 500,000. Any further advance in the room? Or online, selling, otherwise to you, Jay, at 500,000 pounds. Sold, 500,000, paddle number 821, congratulations. All right, now we're moving on to lot 83. The Albert Oehlen, the untitled work, can open here at 260,000, 280,000, 280,000, 300,000. Catherine's bid, 300,000 for the Oehlen. 300,000. Are we all done? Selling then to you, Catherine, at 300,000 pounds. Sold, 300,000, paddle number 7010. Thank you, Catherine. Lot 84, the AR Penk, Standard West KR1. And let's open here at 140,000, 140,000, 150,000, 150, 160, ahead of you, 170 Ali's bid, 170,000. Alessandra has it at 170,000 for the Penk. Edmond, you're coming in here? 180 is bid. 180,000, Edmond. Thank you so much, Ale. 180,000, Olivier, you're coming in here? Manic reshuffling on the table. 180,000, Edmond, you have it then? $180,000, you're not bidding. 180,000, are we all done? Selling to you, Edmond, at 180,000 pounds. Sold, 180,000, paddle number 8014. Thank you very much. Lot 85, we're moving to the Lauren Quinn Creek. Here it is. And we open here at 45,000, 48,000, and 50,000 with my absentee bid. 50,000 pounds is bid in the book. 50,000. Are we all done? Katie coming in here. Selling to the absentee bid here at 50,000 pounds. Sold 50,000 to paddle number 1004. Lot 86, here it is, the Julian Wen adaptation. We can open here at 40,000, 42,000, 42,000 now. 42,000, 45,000, 45,000, 48,000 now, at 48,000 pounds. Any advance here? 48. Fair warning then, at 48,000 pounds. It's a pass at 48. Now we're moving to the last lot of the 2021 evening sale before we move on to our Art of the Surreal auction. Lot 87, the Claire Tabouret, Le Débutante. It's open here at 150,000, 160,000, 160,000, 170,000, 170,000 for the Tabouret. 180,000, Anna Maria has it at 180,000 pounds. You're all done. 180, 190 on Chrissy's Life, 190 online, 200 if you like. 190,000 for the Tabouret. Thank you so much, Anna Maria. Online, you have it. The last lot of the 2021 evening sale. Are we all done? Selling to you online on Chrissy's Life at 190,000 pounds. Sold 190,000. Paddle number 3049. That's it for the 21st Century Evening Sale. Please stay with us. We will be back in a few moments for the Art of the Surreal Evening Sale. Thank you very much.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Christie's for our annual Art of the Surreal Sale. Now in its 24th year under Olivier Camus' leadership and his fantastic team, and also marking the 100th year anniversary of André Breton's Surrealist Manifesto. Tonight, René Magritte's Lamia team, hanging here, will be amongst our highlights and coming to auction for the first time since 1980. I will be taking the first part of the sale and handing over to my colleague Veronica Scarpati, head of the day sale, to continue the auction. Before we begin, a few sale room notices. Please note that the purchase price payable is the sum of the final bid plus the buyer's premium and all applicable taxes. Bidders should note that the auctioneer may open the bidding on any lot below the reserve by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. I, as the auctioneer, may continue to bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve, either by placing consecutive bids or by placing bids in response to other bidders. In addition to those lots marked in the catalogue with the relevant symbols, lot 109 and 111 have a guarantee fully or partially financed by a third party who may be bidding on the lot and may receive a financing fee from Christie's. Please see the conditions of sale for future information. And let's start right away with lot 101, the first Magritte of the sale, Le Principe d'Archimède, shown on the screen for this beautiful gouache on paper. And interest here, of course, and presented here in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. And we should start here at $300,000, pounds, 320, 350, at 350,000, 380,000 now, at 400,000 with Keith Gill in the first place here, at 400,000, at 400,000 pounds, at 420,000 with Anna-Maria Celis, 450,000 back with Keith, at 450, 500 with Giovanna Patazzoni at 500 now against the three of you, and 50 within Montfrancais in a new place at 550, 600,000 with Alex Rotter now on the fifth telephone at 600,000, and 50 back with Anna Maria at 650, and against you here in the room at 650, at 650. It is here with Anna Maria Celis at 650. 700,000, Catherine Arnold is back at 700,000 now against the six of you. With you, Catherine, at 700,000. And 50, welcome, at 750 with Jane, at 750 now in a new place, at 750. Giovanna, Otti, Catherine, Alex, 800,000 with you online. It's at 800 already in a new place online in Illinois, at 800,000 pounds. It is with you now at 800 against the 7 telephones with you, at 800,000 pounds, and 50, back with Catherine at 850. Would you like 900? Either of you at 850, 900,000 at 900. In Illinois at 900 against the 7 telephones at 900, still with you and ahead of you in the room at 900,000. Do you want to try 920, Catherine? At 900,000, it is with you, selling otherwise, at 920, back with Christian Albu in a new place, with an 8th telephone now, and 50, at 950, at 950,000. Would you like 980? It is online, 1 million now. Online, back with you, at 1 million, at 1 million against 8 telephones, with you, at 1 million pounds now. At 1 million pounds, it is still with you, at 1 million, ahead of you in the room, at 1 million pounds, still with you. Anna Maria, and 50, back with Catherine now, at 1 million and 50. At 1 million and 50. At 1 million, 1,100,000. At 1,000,001 and 50. At 1,150,000. At 1,150,000, 1,200,000, at 1,200,000. You sure? With you now, at 1,200,000 pounds. With you online against the 8 telephones, and I'm going to sell it for 1,200,000 pounds. Fair warning, everyone, and selling to you online for 1,200,000 pounds. Christian, at 1,200,000, Edmond, at 1,200,000 pounds, going away. Christian, it's now or never, at 1,200,000. Give me a sign. At 1,200,000, Christian, sold to you, 1,200,000 to battle 3021. L'évidence éternelle, lot 102. It's exquisite work here again by Magritte, 1954, an early work. And let's start here at 300,020, at 320,000 pounds, at 320,000. Ahead of you here, at 320, at 320,000 now. At 320,000, and so against you here, at 320, at 320, 350,000 with you, sir, at 350, at 350, with the 380,000 now, at 380, against you, sir, at 380,000. One more. At 380,000 pounds. At 380, fair warning. It's against the telephones here. At 380,000. Fair warning online for 380,000 pounds against all of you here up front at 380,000. Are we all through? At 380. Last chance, Olivier, Otti and Giovanna at 380,000 pounds. Is a pass. Onto lot 103. The 103, the early Max Ernst. Shown here, ladies and gentlemen. And let's start here at 100,000 and 10 and 20 at 120,000, at 120, at 120,000, at 120, at 120,000, and 30 with Otti on the first place, at 130, 140,000 now, at 140 against both of you, at 140, 150,000, back with Otti, I'll take 160, Connor, at 150,000 now, at 150, it is here with Otti, at 150, it is still with you, against you, Olivier, Catherine, and Natalie, 160,000, at 160, with Connor Jordan, Deputy Chairman of the Department here in New York, at 160,000, with you for now, and selling at 160,000 for the Max Ernst. Last chance in the room online at 160,000 pounds, at 160. Otti, it's got to be now or never, at 160. Sold to you, 925. Lot 104. Tich mit Vogelfüssen, the wonderful Matt Oppenheim table shown on the screen, this fantastically famous model, and in fact the unique one presented tonight, executed in 1939, a real museum piece. And let's start here at 85, 90, 95, 100,000 pounds with me in the book already at 100,000. At 100,000 pounds. It is here with me in the book at 100. At 110,000, 120,000. At 120,000, still with me, 130,000 ahead of you online. At 130 with Pierre-Emmanuel Martin Vivier. At 130, 140,000 with you in Connecticut. At 140,000 now. In a new place online. At 140, 150,000. At 150, at 150,000 now. At 150, with Olivier Camus. Against you in the room for now. 160,000 with Marielos, of course, against you online. 170,000. $180,000. $190,000. $200,000. And 10. $210,000 with Pierre-Emmanuel Martin Vivier against you in the room. 220,000 in a new place now with Julie Vial at 220. At 240,000. Would you like 260, Julie? At 240 and still against you online. 260,000. At 260. It's back here. At 260,000 with Julie. At 260,000. With you for now. And selling 280,000. Welcome back, madam. At 280 in a new place in the room. At 280 now. 300,000. And 20. And 50. And 80. And 380,000. Julie? At 380,000. At 380,000. At 390,000 now in a new place with Tessa Lord. At 390. And a new telephone at 390,000. Would you like 400? At 390,000. 400? Yes, 400,000. Would you like 420, Tessa? At 400,000. It is here. At 400. Tessa?
Sorry, did you take 410?
And 10? Would you like 420, madam? At 410,000. One more. At 420. At 420 now. So against you, Tessa, and Julie, and Cécile. At 420,000 pounds. You're both out. Julie, you're out. And selling for 420,000 against the rest of the room. To you, madam, for 420,000 pounds. Congratulations, paddle 4197. Yes, it's a fantastic buy. Absolutely. On to lot 105, this beautiful Hannah Hoch, very important, bought from the family of the owner directly from the artist, 1920. And let's start here at 85, 90, 95,000, 100,000 with color jolly, 200,000. Thank you for the dinner plans of people here at 200,000. With Michael Baptist now at 200,000. It is here up front at 200,000 pounds. At 200, I can sell it at 220,000 with Otti at 220 now. At 220, would you like 240? No, 220 it is for you for now. At 220,000. At 220. And 40, Christine, welcome. At 240,000. And 60. One more. At 260. 280,000. 300,000. Noch einmal at 320,000. At 320,000. Well, the Munich representative here at 320,000. Fair winning Otti, Natalie and Mahia, and selling to you then for 320,000 pounds. Last chance, Otti. And 30 in a new place now with Natalie Hadzivil at 330. Would you like 340? At 330, it is already her bid. At 330, I'm not going to bid above. At 330, would you like 340, my Christine? It's on a new telephone at 330,000. At 330,000 with a new phone. One more. At 340,000. Natalie at 340 and 50. And 60. No, at 360,000 pounds and selling to my Christine's telephone. Connor, you're out. At 360, at 360. Sold to pal 917. On to lot 106, the Remedios Faro coming from an important San Francisco Bay collection, shown here. 1961. Niño Triste, and let's start here at £400,000, at 400,000, at £400,000, at 420,000, at 450,000, with Mr. Nick Finch up front at 480,000, 500,000, at 550,000, 600,000. No, at 600,000 with Nick Finch up front, against you at £600,000, and I can sell it at 600,000 with Nick, against you in the room, at 600,000 and 50 in a new place with Otti. Thank you, Nick. It is for you then, for now, and selling at £650,000. Sold to you, paddle 920. On to lot 107. Perhaps one of the best Monstre series shown here. This early Picabia, 1924. Coming from private French collection. And let's start here at 1,000,004, 1,000,005, 1,600,000, at 1,600,000, 1,700,000, 1,800,000, at 1,800,000 now. So ahead of you online at 1,800,000, at 1,800,000, 1,900,000, at 1,900,000 now, at 1,900,000, at 1,900,000, 2 million, at £2 million now, at £2 million for the Picabia, 2,200,000 with Pierre-Emmanuel Martin Vivier, at 2,200,000. It is with you for now at 2,200,000. At 2,200,000 with Pierre-Emmanuel at 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. And selling for 2,200,000 to Pierre-Emmanuel's telephone. Last chance, everyone, at £2,200,000. Sold to paddle 7019. Lot 108, ladies and gentlemen, the much awaited Magritte. Shown here, this masterpiece by the artist, a most iconic image from Magritte, which has been owned for over 4 decades by the same family, coming from the Gilbert and Lena Kaplan collection. Fantastic picture shown here at King Street today. And let's start here at £22 million, at £22 million, at £22 million, at £22 million for the Magritte, at 22, at £22 million, 23 million, at £23 million now, at £23 million, at £23 million, 24 million, at £24 million now, at £24 million against you here, at £24 million, at £24 million, at £24 million, 25 million, at £25 million, at 26 million, of course, at 26 million pounds now. 27 million pounds, back with you, Giovanna Bertazzoni, at 27 million pounds now. At 27, with Giovanna Bertazzoni's telephone, at 27 million pounds now. At 28 million, at 28 million pounds, at 28 million pounds. 29 million, straight back to Giovanna, at 29 million pounds. At 29 million pounds. It is here with you, Giovanna, against you in the room, at 29 million pounds. At 29 million. And against you on the telephones, against you, Ben, at 29 million, still with you, Giovanna, at 29 million. Any more in the room? Selling otherwise for 29 million pounds. So Giovanna's telephone, are we sure? At 29 million. Fair warning on the phones. Fleur, Tessa and Keith going away to Giovanna's telephone for 29 million pounds. Last chance, everyone. Sold to you, Giovanna, for 29 million. Congratulations. Paddle 7020 at 29. Thank you very much. On to lot 109. Lot 109, Le Paysage de Bossy, shown here. Lot 109, and let's start here at 1,000,004, 1,000,005, 1,000,006, at 1,600,000, 1,700,000, of course, 1,800,000, at 1,800,000, 1,009,000, at 1,009,000 now. 2 million with Alex Rutter, at 2 million, of course, it's against you here, at 2 million, 2,200,000, welcome, madam, at 2,200,000, 2,400,000, would you like 2,600,000, 2,600,000, 2,800,000 with a new place, 2,800,000, it was in the same time at 2,800,000. At 2,800,000, 2,900,000. Madam, will you come back? At 2,900,000, it is with Olivier Camus. Would you like 3? or 2,950,000 because you've come all the way. Yes? At 2,900,000, yes, perhaps? No? At 2,900,000, why not? No? At 2,900,000 then, it is with Olivier Camus. Are you sure? Selling to Olivier's telephone, it's still time. 3 million in a new place, welcome. At 3,100,000, back with Olivier right away. At 3,100,000, would like 3,200,000, Jane. At 3 million here, 1. With Olivier at 3,100,000, against you online and against you, madam. At 3,100,000 and selling. Fair warning, Jane and Alex. At 3,100,000 and in the room. At 3,100,000, still time. Selling otherwise for 3,100,000. 3,150,000. At 3,150,000. This is with you, Jane, against Olivier and Alex, and selling for 3,150,000 for you, and ahead of you in the room at 3,150,000 for you, Olivier, at 3,150,000. Quickly, 3,200,000. No, at 3,200,000, it's back with you, just in time, and selling for 3,200,000 to pal 949. On to lot 110, The Birth of Liquid Anguish, the superb Dali shown here. Lot 110, which has been on loan for 25 years at the Hamburg Kunsthalle, 1932. And let's start here at 1,200,000, at 1,200,000, at 1,200,000, at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, at 1,300,000, at 1,300,000 now, at 1,300,000, at 1,300,000, at 1,300,000, at 1,300,000 for the Dali, at 1,300,000. Are we all through? 1,400,000. At 1,400,000. It's against you, Phoebe. At 1,400,000. 1,500,000, of course, at 1,500,000. At 1,500,000 now. It's against all of you here, including Christian. At 1,500,000 pounds. 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. It's back with you, Olivier, and against you, Phoebe. You sure? At 1,600,000, then with you. And selling against all of you here, including you, Rebecca. No interest on the Dali. At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. And selling to Olivier's telephone. No, at 1,600,000. To you, paddle 916. On to lot 111 for the 1947 Tanguy, Parure d'Assomnie. Shown here. Thank you, Patrick. And let's start here at 350,000, 380,000, at 380,000. 500,000 right away with Michael Baptist at 500,000 pounds up front here against all of you in the room at 500. At 500,000 pounds, it is here. And 20 or 50? And 20. No, at 520,000 with Christian Albu against you, Nancy Dotta, at 520,000. And selling then for 520 against everyone else in the room at 520,000 pounds. It is for you. And selling at 520, paddle 910. The Magritte, lot 112, La Magie Noire. Shown here, ladies and gentlemen, 1942. Thank you, Eva. And let's start here at 1,900,000, 2,200,000, 2,224, at 2,400,000. At 2,400,000 now. 2,600,000 with Alex Rutter at 2,600,000. At 2,800,000 with Rebecca Young, 3 million. At 3 million. At 3 million with Alex Rutter. Against you, Rebecca. Would you like 3,200,000? At 3,100,000 now. 3,200,000 with Joseph Bracker at 3,200,000 now. Against you, Alex and Rebecca. At 3,200,000, would you like 3,300,000? Either of you. It is with you for now. At 3,300,000 back with Alex. 3,400,000. 3,500,000. 3,600,000. At 3,600,000 with you, Joseph, and selling, Alex, are we sure? At 3,600,000. It is with you for now, Joseph. At 3,600,000. Fair warning, Rebecca. at 3,000,006. At 3,600, still with you. Good. At 3,000,006. Thank you, Joseph.
I got another 50.
We'll take it at 3,650,000. 3,007,000 or 8? You decide. 3,007,000. It's still with you, Joseph. At 3,700,000. At 3,007,000. With Joseph's telephone. Kent you, Rebecca? And 50. 2,800,000. No. Thank you, Alex. It is for you, Joseph. Thanks for your patience. And selling at £3,800,000. Thank you, Joseph. Paddle 952. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll be having the pleasure of passing on the hammer to my colleague, Veronica Scarpatti. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adrian. What a strong start to this anniversary sale celebrating 100 years of the Surrealist Manifesto. We move on straight away with lot 113 now. This is the Man Ray, viewed here on the screen and with us in the room. Thank you, Ted. The Oil from 1933, a seminal year for the artist. We open the bidding here at £85,000, at $85,090 now, at $90,95, at $95,000, looking for $100,000 on the telephones, at $9,500, at $95,000, give me $100,000 on the telephones, Otti. At $95,000, $100,000, there it is, with Natalie Radziwill at £100,000. Not with you, Connor, at $100,000. For the Man Ray, lot 113 at $100,000 and 105. At 105, give me 110. 110 with Olivia Camus at £110,000. 115, there we have it. Thank you, Nat, at 115,000 now. All the bidding is happening here to my left. 120 now with Olivia Camus. Back to Ollie at 120,000, ahead of you in the room. At 120, 130, at 130,000 with Natalie Radziwill. From our Frankfurt office here in London at 130 and 140 now. Ahead of you, Nat. 140,000. Are you joining me, Julie? 150, I hear you loud and clear. 150,000 is the bid. 160 now. Ahead of you at 160,000. 165 now. Not with you, sir. 165,000. 170 with Ollie. At 170,000. 180. And 185. You hear it loud and clear. Ahead of Christie's Live. 185. 190 is next. And there it is with Otti, our head of sale, at 190,000. 195 now. Take me to 200 on the telephones. 195,000, not with you, madam. At 195,000. 200 will be next. Holding here at 195,000. 200 Nat. Natalie's out. 195, Ollie's bid. It's a yes from Ottavia. 200,000 now. And back to Ollie at 205. Checking in on the telephones to my right. 205 is here with Ollie. Ahead of you, Fook. Otti, you've come a long way. Quite sure, Ottavia? Ollie has his paddle ready. Last chance, Christie's live. At £205,000, selling lot 113. Quite sure, Otti? Yours, Olivier, 205,000. And your paddle is 911. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Nick. This brings us to lot 114 now, the Miro, viewed here on the screen. Included in the artist's major retrospective at the Grand Palais shortly after it was painted, and in the artist's major retrospective in 1987 at the Guggenheim in New York. Lot 114 now, the Miro. I can open the bidding nice and low. At only 550,000, at 550,000 pounds, and 600 now. At 600,000, at 600,000, ahead of you, Christie's live, 650. At 650,000 pounds only. At 650,000, looking for 7. At 700,000 now with Dirk Bull. At 700,000, it's a buying bid at 700,000. Would you like to come in? At 700,000, the bid is here on my right. At 700,000. Not with you coming into the room. At 700,000, ahead of you, Maria. At 700,000, Dirk, the Miro, comes to you. 700,000, paddle 947. Congratulations, Dirk. Thank you very much, Nick. This brings us to the Browner, lot 115. Thank you, George. Here on the easel, the enigmatic work from 1943 in the same private collection for over 30 years. Where shall we open this? Lot 115, I can see you getting ready on the telephones. The bidding starts here at 60,000 pounds with my absentee bidder. My absentee bidder starts the bid at 60,000, ahead of you all. At 60,000, the bid is here in the book with me. At 60,000. Try 65 next. At 60,000, and there it is, 65. The book is out. It's with you, Maria, at 65. 70 ahead of you now. At 70,000. And 5. At 75,000. Not with you, Julie. At 75, 80 now. Nancy has it at 80. And 5. $90. And 5. $100,000. $110 has been bid ahead of you, Nancy, at 110,000 pounds. 120. 130 is a yes for Maria. Maria, 140 now ahead of you. 140,000. 150. And 60. 160,000. You heard it. 170 now. Not with you, Nancy. 180 now. And 190. You know what to do, Nancy. 200,000. We're starting to split at 210. Nancy, I've taken 210. Would you like 215? Thank you for all of your bids. Pleasure to bid with you. At 210,000 pounds, checking in the room, selling to Maria Loss from New York, here in London, at 210,000 pounds. Yours, Maria, paddle 941. 210,000. Thank you to my absentee bid. And we move on to lot 116 now. Coming into the room, the Miro from 1939, the escape ladder, belonging to a series of 9 works, of which this is the most complex example. Beautiful dry surface on the burlap here. Lot 116, let's open the bidding on the Miro at 2,400,000, 2,500,000, at 2,500,000 and 2,600,000 now, at 2,600,000, looking for 2.7. And there I have it. Thank you, Annabelle. At 2,700,000 has been bid. At 2,700,000, 2,800,000 will be next. At 2.7, here with Annabelle Scholar, at 2,700,000. Annabelle has it at 2,700,000. At 2,700,000. 2,750,000 to 8. Joanna shakes her head. 2,800,000 with Annabelle. Joe? And 50? Thank you, Giovanna. It's with you at 2,800,000, and I can sell at 2,800,000. Edmond? 2,800,000 is the number. Selling then at 2,800,000. Yours, Annabelle, 2,800,000. Please may I see your paddle again? Annabelle, will you please show me your paddle? 934, congratulations. Thank you, Nick. We move on, ladies and gentlemen, to lot 117 now. This is the Picasso from 1934, the surreal work. Rare to see these works at auction. And this piece last exhibited at the Malaga Museum. At the Picasso Museum in Malaga, excuse me. Lot 117 now. Let's open the bidding at 170. At 170, 180 now. At 180, 190. At 190,000 pounds. At 190,000 pounds, 200,000 will be next. At 190,000, looking for 200. At 190,000. Ahead of you, Christie's Live. At 190,000. 200 will be the next bid. At 190. Not with you on the telephone, Maria. At 190,000 pounds. Ahead of you in the room. At 190. Are you coming in, Renato? At 190,000, holding here for the Picasso. Not with you, Annabelle. At 190. Try 200, Othi. For the Picasso. 190,000. Quite sure? At 190 then. Last check in the room. At 190. Pass at 190. We move on to lot 118 now. The Man Ray, painted in Hollywood, where the artist took refuge during World War II. Featured in Man Ray's first retrospective in 1944. Viewed here on the screen, lot 118. Let's open nice and low. I can start the bidding at 170,000 pounds. At 170,000, 180 now. At 180,000, 190. At 190,000, 200 will be the next bid. at £190,000 only. At 190. Holding here for the Man Ray. At £190,000. Ahead of you in the room, and not with you, Christie's Live, at 190,000. Try 200,000 Christie's Live. It could be yours. At 190, holding here. 200, at 200,000, 220, at 220 and 40 now, at 240, at 260, at 260, at 260, 280, ahead of us all at 280, 300 now, at 300, at 300,000 for the Man Ray. Quite sure? At 300 then. It's a pass at 300,000. Thank you, Nick. We move on to lot 119, Angèle. Here she is in the room. Thank you very much, Ava. This work has been in the same distinguished collection since the 1950s. I open the bidding here on lot 119 at £130,000. 130,000, 140 now. At 140 and 150. At £150,000. For Angèle, at 150,000. Not with you in the first row. At 150,000. Are you coming in, madam? 150,000. Give me 160 if you'd like it. Ahead of you. 150,000. Not with you, Joe. At 150. Holding here. Last chance, Christie's Live. At 150,000. Fair warning then. At 150. Pass at 150. This means we come on to lot 120, El Toro by Tapias, the first of two works by the artist in this evening's sale. These pieces exhibited at the Venice Biennale the year it was painted. Lot 120 now. Are we ready on the telephones? We open the bidding here at 95,100 now, at 100, 110. At 110 and 120 has been bid with Olivier. At 120, 130, thank you, sir. 130 is here in the room. 130,000. The gentleman seated. For the Tapias. 130,000. 140 ahead of you, sir. You have my full attention. 140 is ahead of you. 150, thank you. $150 in the room, Oti. Welcome, Michelle. 160. Michelle McMullen, our co-head of Evening Sale, at 160. $160 is ahead of you, sir. For the Tapias. Never sold during the artist's lifetime. Last seen at the Venice Biennale, 70 years ago. 160. Thank you for your bids. 160. Oti's out. No regrets. Thank you, sir, for all of your bids. Selling the Tapias to Michelle. Last chance. It's yours, Mish. Congratulations. 160,000. Paddle 942. Thank you, sir, for all of your bids. A pleasure to bid with you. This brings us to lot 121, which you might join me for yet. The Magritte bronze, formerly in the collection of William Copley. And ladies and gentlemen, before we open the Magritte, a sale room notice here. Please note the correct dimensions of this work are 53.3 by 34.5 by 18 centimeters, and not as stated in the printed catalog. The Magritte then, the double-sided sculpture. The bidding starts here at 240,000. At 240,000, 260,000, 280 now, ahead of you, Ollie. At 280 and 300,000 has been bid. At 300,000 pounds, not with you, Tessa. At 300,000. At 300,000, Misha, are you coming in for this? 320 now. At 320,000. 340. Take me to 360. And it's a yes. 360,000, I've taken the bid here. Try 380, Ollie.
370, please.
Why not? 370. 380. Fleur's bid, 380,000. Ollie puts down his phone. At 380,000, I raise my hammer. At 380, sir? 380. Selling Otti. It's yours, Fleur. Paddle 902. Thank you, Fleur. Congratulations. 380,000 pounds. Thank you, Ollie, for all of your bids. Lot 122 is next, the next of the tapias. I will be looking at you, sir. Lot 122, the last of the works by the artist in this evening sale, viewed here on the screen. 65,000 starts the bidding. At 65,000 and 70 now. At 70 and 75. Would you like 80? 80 I've taken here. Would you like 85? It's a yes from the gentleman seated. 90 now ahead of you, sir. 95. 100. 110. 110,000, not with you, Alex. 110. 120 with Catherine Arnold. 125. 130 would be next. 135. You heard it. No hesitation from Catherine. 140. Don't want to try 5? Thank you, sir. 140,000. Selling. Yours, Catherine, 140,000. Congratulations, paddle 943. Thank you, Nick. Ted brings the next lot into the room, the Magritte, lot 123, Le Duo, the early oil from 1928, included in the artist's major retrospectives, first in 1956 and again in 1962. I can hear you on the telephones getting ready to join me. We open the bidding here at 480,000 and 500,000 straight away. At 500,000, 550 now. At 550,000, 600 will be next. At 550,000. At 550,000, not with you, Antoine. 550, give me 6. Julie. At 550,000. 550? 600 ahead of you, sir. And 50. I can't hear you, sir. 620. It's a yes from me. 620. 650? 680? 700. and 20. 720,000, 750. 750,000. Julie has her hand raised. She's ready to bid. 750. 780. 800,000. 20. 820 is ahead of you, Fleur. 850. 880 now is Julie. 900,000. For the Magritte at 900,000. 20. At 920, Otti, and 50 back to Fleur. Welcome, Guillaume. 950,000. 970. 950 is with Fleur. Fleur has it at 950,000. Julie shakes her head. I knew a bid was coming. 970. Fleur, take me to 1 million. 1 million. 1 million is bid. Julie signals she's out. Fleur, let me see your paddle. The Magritte is yours at 1 million. Congratulations. And your paddle 902. Thank you, Julie, for all of your bids. This brings us to lot 124 now, the penultimate lot in this evening's sale. This work making its auction debut with us here at Christie's, and you can hear the volume rising. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 telephone lines, and I can open straight away at 140,000 pounds, looking for 150. At 140,000, I'm looking for 150. 150, there I have it with Giovanna Bertazzoni. 160. At 160, try 170 next. At 160. 170 with Audie. Would you like 180, Joe? Audie has it at 170. At 170, 180 with Giovanna. At 180, 190. Try 200, Joe. 200,000 with Giovanna. At 200,000. 210. The Max Sternst. At 210,000 pounds. Not with you, Antoine. At 210,000 for the Ernst. Joe? Joanna's out. Ollie? 210 and I'm selling. With Otti? Antoine? Clear yes or no? Antoine is out. Otti? The Ernst is yours. Paddle 906. 210,000 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, before we finish on lot 125, a brief announcement. We will reopen lot 102 following lot 125. So this is not the final lot in this evening's sale, but now the penultimate lot. The Browner, here on the easel, viewed on the screen, from an important New York collection. And let's start the bidding here at 48,000 pounds. 50 will be next. At 48,000 and 50 and 55 with me in the book, Giovanna. 60, 65. 65 is me with my commission bidder. 70, 75. 75 is here. Try again, Christie's live. 75 I have. Give me 80. 80, 85. Plenty of you bidding. 85 with me. In the book, my commission bid has it at 85. Try 90. 90, 100. 100 is here, back to the book. 100,000 pounds. 110, with Ollie at 110. 120 next. 110 with Olivier. Try 120, Garrett. 110 is here. 120, thank you, Nancy. 130, back to the book. My absentee bidder has it at 130. 140, the book is out. 140,000. Not with you, madam. 150 is ahead of you. 150,000 pounds. 160. And 70. 170,000, Nancy. $170,000. Try 180. Garrett is out. 170,000 for the Browner. Selling Michelle. Otti? 170 then. It's yours. Paddle 911. Thank you to my absentee bidder who sadly could not join us but made sure to leave their bids. Ladies and gentlemen, we return to lot 102 now. The Magritte. Lot 102. Viewed here on the screen, lot 102, the last lot in this London evening sale. Let's open the bidding here at 300, 320, 350. At 350,000, 380 will be next. At 300 and 380, thank you, Olivia, with you at 380,000 pounds. At 380,000, 400. With you, Cian, at 400,000. 400,000. Cian Chutko has it from our New York office here in London at 400,000 pounds. 400,000 with Cian for 10 now ahead of you, Cian. Try 420. 410 with you, Ollie. Try 420, Cian. It's a yes from Cian. Cian has the Magritte at 420,000. Olivier might try one more. It's with you, Cian. He's put down his phone. Cian, the Magritte is yours, 420,000. Congratulations. Thank you very much, everyone. That concludes our London 20th and 21st Century Evening Sale. It has been a pleasure to have you join us here at King Street, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. for Impressionist and Modern Art Day and Works on Paper Sale. We will see you tomorrow. Good night from London.